All right, it's time to begin another episode of the Vhagest Clue, a Ravenloft campaign. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Real quick recap since last time. Hold on there, yeah. So the last time you guys were here in Mordant, sent here from Flint Vague, who is the leader of the Vague Agency. He sent you to kind of investigate, see what was going on in Mordant. Seems like some things were just not adding up, and there seems to be a rift that seems to emanate from Mordant in the rest of the domains of Dread. And so you were sent to investigate. You discovered that there was a kid by the name of Rudy who seemed to be kind of leading a gang of children that was taking the souls of the parents who lived in this town of Candlecross. Very strange happenings indeed. But as you were investigating, you found a little kid. His name was Sam. He told you that his parents had been killed by Rudy and his gang, and he was using some kind of device to control the souls of these children. You found out that he was going to this shack once every night, and when you figured all of that out and you tried to investigate, poor Sam almost got kidnapped. You decided to go check out his friend Sally. Sally ended up being briefly alive for you, but also not, because you found out she was very much dead. And you also have been unlocking Zerazur the cat has been unlocking several secrets about their past. I'm assuming, I don't know, is Zerazur a him, her, they? What was Zerazur here?
Him.
Is that him? Okay. Zerazur is unlocking some secrets about his past, things that he didn't remember, things he didn't know, but is slowly unlocking some of those things. So that has been something that he has been dealing with in his time in Mordant. After dealing with Sally, you realize that you need to go check out what was going on at the Candlemaker's house in Candlecross, because that is where Rudy had set up shop. And since he was not there because he was looking for y'all, you took that as an opportunity to hightail it over there and see if you could find some answers. You had some strange interactions in the house. You found different rooms of the house that seemed to represent different stages of Rudy's past life. You found some kind of journal from his childhood that seemed to describe that he was a pretty normal child, but then ended up a life at sea. He ended up, the last entry was basically that they were going to run aground. And that was, his father had gone crazy and they ran the ship aground.
There was also the really important tidbit about him making some, wish that he could, not have to follow his father's orders or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
There's something super on theme with what's happening.
Yeah. So basically, his father went nuts and basically just literally steered him straight into death. And he was like, if only I could reach into his soul and change that bit of him that was broken, then, or control him, then I could probably find salvation. So that was the last entry of it. You also went around the house and you discovered a key which seemed to fit the trapdoor of the shack that you saw earlier. So upon that, you began to try to make your escape, at which point Rudy himself seemed to show up at the front door, so you're trying to escape out the window, which is basically where you came in. And you're trying to make your way out, which is where we will begin tonight. So you all are upstairs at this point in the Candlemaker's house. You are in the first room that you entered. There's double doors that lead to a balcony, which is where you came up from, and there is still a rope attached to the balcony. Do you guys wish to use that to descend?
I guess it would depend. So Rudy has come into the house now. We heard him opening the door right as that whole weird flashbacky thing ended.
You caught that it was Rudy because the windows are, a little bit frosted, so you could kind of see who it was that was coming in the door.
He had a gang with him earlier. Are they all with him as well?
Yep, that whole gang's with him. So
they're all coming in the front door. We are upstairs trying to get out.
You narrowly avoided being seen by his gang, but yes, you're still going to try to have to escape the house.
Okay.
So that is where we left off. You are in the room that you started in, basically. What do you do?
Everybody, go. Get to the room, get to the balcony. As soon as it is clear, you get down. I'm going to stay here just inside the door. If I see that anybody is coming in here, I will hold them off for as long as I can. I will try and meet back up at Sam's hideout spot. If I don't make it back, don't worry about me.
Okay, we won't. I start running over there.
All right.
Don't run, you moron!
I run quietly.
Okay. Roll stealth. I think actually everyone just roll stealth.
What a great idea.
I run very quietly.
Whoa. Sorry, I'm trying to eat.
Quieter than a lawyer reaching into your pocket.
Absolutely. Actually, we like to chat while we do it. More distracting.
So 21, very nice roll. And Zara's with the cat, 16. Dreali rolls a 25. Bear rolls 15. I think that's about as stealthy as a crew of people is gonna get. So, as you try to make your way out of the room, you notice as you're coming out onto the balcony, if you look out to the side where the front door was, that there are still some people that are kind of outside, and they seem to be taking up a perimeter around the house. Because of your stealth roll, you do manage to get onto the balcony, and you probably could get down without them hearing you, but it's pretty important that you know, not pull anything crazy if you don't want to be seen. If you do want to be seen, totally different story, but I'm getting the impression you all don't want to be seen.
And if it matters, remember that I did coil the rope on the balcony. It's still tied to the railing, but it's coiled up on top, so it's not just dangling there.
Nobody sees the rope, yeah.
Yeah. But you will have to drop the rope if you want to use it to get down.
Correct. Now, there you could also just jump and run. There's also that.
That's fair. So yeah, I'm inside by the door from the bedroom to the hallway, waiting for you guys to make your move. So I'll let you guys figure out what you're doing out there.
How far down is it?
I think we determined it's about 15, 20 feet.
15 is what I remembered.
Yeah, 15 sounds right. 15 feet. It's a pretty reasonable jump.
Indeed it is. One moment. Ooh. Okay. So I'm standing at the top, and what's the bottom? Is it just grass or?
Yeah, it's just grass underneath.
And you have your
And I
fish.
don't see anyone.
Yeah, you've already rolled your stealth, so you're
outside at the bottom.
Yeah, you're not. There's nobody there. You just see them kind of towards the front of the house, and maybe kind of going around some of the sides to the corners of the house. But they're not looking at the balcony because they assume nobody's going to come from the balcony. They're looking to see who's coming down the road, right? Because they're assuming you're coming from the other direction.
Okay. Okay. I cast Mold Earth, which doesn't have any verbal components, so this is still quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And I make a 5-foot cube of earth that is slightly higher up.
Clever idea.
I do this out of dirt in the grass area because I'm hoping it is less hard, and then I hop down.
Okay, so you're only going down 10 feet.
Yes.
Okay.
That mechanically makes a difference between 10 or 15. Well, yeah, you round up, so yeah, it does make a difference.
Yeah, it makes a difference. So I'm still going to have you roll acrobatics or athletics, your choice. But the consequences will be less severe if you roll poorly.
It says rolling the... Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
11.
Okay. One moment.
And we're still level 5, correct?
Yes, we are still level 5.
And remind me, have we healed since that fight where they tried to kidnap Sam?
You have not healed since then.
I feel like we took a short rest.
You did take a short rest, but I don't think you've taken a long rest since then.
No, for some reason I'm at max hit points. I don't feel like that's right unless I spend a bunch of hit dice. So, wait, no, I don't really know that I took damage in that fight. That's
no,
fair.
you didn't. You didn't.
No, I did not take damage.
Sam,
that
poor
fight.
Sam.
Okay, so you jump down, and as you jump down, you manage to like, it's not a really like classy looking roll, but you manage to like kind of tuck and roll and land on the ground, and you know it's
And
not.
hold on to the fish.
And yes, the fish seems to somehow magically stay afloat. So, or not afloat, anti-afloat. I don't know what the term is for that, but the fish seems fine.
Centrifugal motion, you know,
Yeah,
it stays in the...
stays in the bowl. All right. So, with all of that, who is next?
I offer to help the cat.
You offer to help the cat jump down 10 feet.
Yeah, Perrin's a great guy, you know? Stand-up citizen.
Perrin, have you never met a cat before?
Zerzer, how do you feel about this individual helping you jump down 10 feet?
I feel insulted.
Also, mechanic of the cat is they don't take fall damage, so
Hey, man.
that's fun.
Perrin just thinks he's awesome at everything and thinks everyone can use a little bit of help.
That's fair.
I don't
Specifically from
necessarily disagree with that. Zerzer does,
Yeah.
and it is insulted.
So,
All right.
how does this
In
go
that
down?
case-
You turn to Zerzer and say, "Hey, do you need help?" Is that how it goes?
It's not with words because, you know, stealth.
Yeah.
I just kind of like offer my hands out like like how you would offer someone like a boost, you know?
Yeah, I got you.
They could like spring off of me, you know?
Zerzer, your response is to do what?
I turn around, I look at him, and do a backflip off of it.
Okay. Roll acrobatics. Just, you're gonna land on your feet one way or the other. I just want to know what this backflip looks like. It looks good. Looks real good. You just jump straight off and just woo, flip straight on down to the ground, as though it was nothing. That just leaves two people up there, which Perrin is up there on the balcony and Zerzer is up in the room.
No, Dreali's up in the room.
Sorry,
And Sam's up here too.
Dreali's up in the room.
And Sam's up here too.
Sam is up there. Good point. Thank you for catching that. So Sam is also up there. Would you like to help Sam down the rope since he's terrified of heights?
I'll help Sam.
Okay, so Sam kind of looks down the rope and he's like shaking and he's like trying not to make noises. Just wide-eyed looking at you like at this point the rope has not been used. He looks down, he looks like he might try to jump, and then he kind of takes a step back. And then he tries to jump, he can't take it, he can't do it. Can't make the jump.
I look at Sam and I'm like, here, let's use this rope. But I say it quiet. You know?
Okay.
Start uncurling it, and I guess I offered to like lower it down for him.
Okay.
If he wants.
He like nods very aggressively, and so he just clings to the rope. I need you to make an athletics check for me if you don't mind, Perrin.
In athletics, you
Yeah.
say? Well, oh, Perrin's not great at that.
All right. So this is how this goes down.
Glad I rolled a great knot earlier.
Yeah, you did. Sorry, my wife came in. So he rolls. You roll a 1. That's fun. So as you go to let him down, and he's holding onto the rope, as soon as his weight leans onto the rope, your hands just slip, and he just goes straight down. The ground has been raised, right? So he just goes straight down and lands with a thud on the ground. At this point,
Oh no.
at this point, we're gonna roll a thing to see what people catch on to. Low is good for you guys in this case. Low was good for you guys in this case. All right, so their perception is not high enough to notice the thud, but it does seem to injure Sam just a bit, and he kind of like lays there on the ground. But he like looks up like that didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would, kind of thing. So he's still like okay. But the rope is now down, so there's an option for you if you need that.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'll take the rope down.
Okay, roll athletics again.
You really use Sam for that, huh?
What? I need athletics. I can't use acrobatics.
You can use acrobatics
jump
if you'd
on
like.
Sam.
I mean,
Thank you.
jump on Sam. You can use acrobatics. That's fine.
Once.
Perfect.
Bit better.
Totally fine there. So this time you drop him down, and then you're like, well, that's a good paperweight for the rope, and then you kind of use it more like a fireman's pole. You just like Aussie style down the rope, just like, you know, wrap it around yourself and just start like, you just jump down face first, land on the ground, and then like tuck and roll as you get down. You I guess, do you address the Sam issue at all, or are you just gonna leave him there?
I just leave him there.
All right. As soon as I see the last person is down, by the way, I've been listening at the door this whole time. Have I heard anyone approaching or heard anything in the hallway?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I hear somebody coming down the hall towards me now.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. No, I'm not gonna try and bolt. I was gonna try and barricade the door, but that would make it obvious that someone was here. Okay, I'm going to just, as quietly as I can, but I'm not gonna bother moving at half speed. I'm going. Yeah, I'll move it. I'll move it at half speed to maintain stealth, but I am going to still like.
Are you going to dash at half speed?
So I'm moving and dashing with my bonus action, but moving at half speed. So just
dashing at half speed.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know how it works.
I know exactly what you mean. So you're dashing at half speed.
As I'm running over there, I'm gonna pull out my dagger. I'm going to cut the knot of my rope rather than taking the time to untie it, and just holding onto the rope. I'm just going to jump off. I'm just gonna jump off of the rail.
You're gonna go full Assassin's Creed on me, aren't you?
Essentially,
all right.
Yes.
So as you run, as you begin to move,
do you mind if I describe what I have in my mind?
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay, so Dreali, as soon as the last person Lee gets off of the balcony, he runs over, pulls out his dagger, does essentially a handspring to put his hands down right beside where the rope is, slits the knot with his left hand and with his right arm, and with his left arm vaults himself upward, and does a like backhand spring over the railing into a flip, landing into a roll on the ground, grabs the rope and starts putting it up.
We'll see where he lands when he rolls his acrobatics check.
25.
Yeah, you do exactly what you just described. So you do vault right over, and you guys are all watching to see how this is gonna go, because you know Dreali is so extra. And he just runs, cuts the rope, and does this whole big finale thing. And as you land right next to Sam like looks up, and he gives you that look. Have you ever seen the movie The Incredibles, and the kid looks at Mr. Incredible, like, and
I don't know,
gun pops?
something amazing, I guess.
That's exactly how he looks at you. All right, so you've got this going on. Sam immediately gets up, and y'all start moving?
On your feet, child. Come on. We have to get out of here. Where are the guards? Where are they looking, I guess? Is there an opening that we can just book it, or do we need somebody to act
Currently,
as a
you're
distraction?
in the opening, because you are at the side of the house, and there's no road to that side of the house, so they're not looking to see if anyone's going to come from the direction you're...
I just gesture to the woods and, like, try and shoo everybody to start moving.
Does everybody start moving?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, again, I stay kind of watch at the end, and as soon as everybody's gotten like a 6 to 10, like maybe a 1 to 2 round head start, I start dashing after them.
Okay, so he's dashing stealthily. All right, you guys managed to make it away from the Candlemaker's house. Hold on one second. What's everyone's passive perception, real quick?
18.
21.
15.
Jeez.
Whoa! 21.
I took a third.
This is a perceptive group. All right. You start moving into the woods, and as you move into the woods, you get the feeling that you're being watched.
That's very hopeful.
I
Can
don't
I
address it.
stealthily
What?
I go.
Can I stealthily
I-
remove myself from the group and hide?
You could use the hide action. Roll stealth.
Can I use the hide action?
Yeah. You just gotta roll stealth for it, that's all.
Yeah. 1 moment. There it is.
Austin, what's your name again? I always forget.
Zerazur.
Sarah, that's right.
Alright, 19.
Lyle has a present for you.
Thank you. My dog just came in here with toilet paper. Can you please open the door? Thank you. Alright. Alright,
Good
so
dog.
my dog just walked in here holding toilet paper.
Man,
in her
even
mouth.
the dog knows the DM's full of crap.
Yeah. All right. So, Zerazur, you do manage to hide, probably around like the corner from a tree. You don't. I mean, you're pretty sure you hear some rustling coming from a couple different places amongst the trees.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys want to try to see what's going on, you're welcome to try, but that's going to require an actual perception check.
I do so.
All right, I want to see it.
I do so as well.
So I guess you guys all stop and look, or you
So
just are you still
basically, I
moving?
tried to hide so I can sneak
Mhm.
up on whatever it is.
Okay.
That's
So
that's-
yeah,
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the same then.
that makes sense. Okay.
I was hoping y'all would continue so that they wouldn't even notice they disappeared. And that we noticed.
Okay.
Zerazur does not have good perception.
Zerazur does not notice. I'm only waiting on who is it? Perrin at this point. If Perrin wants to try to notice what's going on.
Does Sam seem to pick up on the fact that we're being watched?
Yes.
Whoa, even Sam. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. So you let's see, Dreali and Jeff. You both notice that there are children deep in the woods on each side of you. What do you do?
Gah. I say, do any of you speak Undercommon by chance?
No.
That would be rather unusual, but
Then you just hear me mutter some gibberish angrily under my breath. We need to keep moving. There's not time for this. Get out. Keep going. Keep going.
I will back to you. You talking about the children?
Yes, of course I'm talking about the children.
I not.
I pull my rapier out and keep moving. Sam, get the dagger out.
well, okay.
I whispered to Drally. So what is the likelihood that the children are demons or bad or otherwise deserve to die?
Very high. Very, very high. If they don't bother us, we don't bother them.
As you guys keep moving through the
What
woods,
if I could summon something to bother them?
Wait, you can do that? I thought you didn't know if you could do that.
Out of character. Never mind. Back up. I
yep,
forgot how to
I was
play
gonna
the
say
character.
you have
Oh,
no
because,
idea
yeah,
how.
whenever you said that you were summoning a dirt pile, I was like, whoa. You've mastered your abilities quite quickly.
I also, sorry. It's been 2 months of playing
Retroactively,
character.
no, it's okay.
Retroactively, he jumped and it appeared as after he
Exactly.
jumped.
That's not what I
Exactly,
assumed
yeah.
you were going for on that one.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
cool. So we're back to this.
Yeah,
That
so-
so you still don't realize that you have magic abilities.
No idea. Apologies.
That's okay.
Okay.
So,
We need to keep moving. It
Yeah.
looks like Zerazur is staying back to take care of some of it.
Zerazur, are you staying back to take care of some of
Ready.
it?
I'm staying back to keep an eye on it.
You did not
If
see
I
anything when
can.
you looked around, so.
Yeah, I know.
Admittedly, I'd have no idea what he's doing. I didn't know what exactly he was
Yeah.
going for.
As you guys who have seen the kids, that would be Jeff and Dreali, as you start moving forward again, they take off going back the direction you came from.
Okay, the children have gone back to report. There is no time to be stealthy. We are running. Go, 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 go. And just like this is about as frazzled as you guys have seen Dreali get it all. You can see that his eyes are darting side to side. His pupils are a bit dilated. There's a bead of sweat on his forehead, and he just like puts his hand on Sam's like lower back to help push him forward and starts just running in the direction. Not directly to where the hideout was, but kind of in an arc to get there so that hopefully we don't lead people straight to it.
Anybody go with him?
Yes. It
Zerzer?
seems wise.
And
Yeah,
I
probably.
do slow down to their speed because otherwise, that wouldn't go well.
Right. So Zerazer and Perrin, you guys both also go with him?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
So I guess to match their dashing, for mechanically, I'm gonna be using my bonus action to dash, and every round I will be making another perception roll just to try and see if there's anything else or if we're being followed. Just
Okay.
mechanically.
Okay. I'm going to. I want you to make 3 perception rolls. And I'll just figure out what to make of those. I was going to take the average. And you know what? The average of that is pretty darn high. So, you're almost back to. Are you guys going to the hideout, or are you guys going to the? Where are you guys going?
I had assumed we were going back to the hideouts. That's the direction I had started heading, assuming I wasn't getting lost. I'd probably rely on Sam a little bit for directions.
Anybody else?
That don't make sense to me.
Okay.
That's what I thought too.
Heading back to the hideout. So, you decide to arc back around that way, and as you start getting back towards that area, you start to hear off in the distance people coming from behind you. You also hear a few animals in the woods that seem to be moving in your direction rather quickly. And things are starting to get a little intense as now there is a manhunt, if you will.
Oh, because we're in the woods. It's intense, like camping.
Aha! Yes, that's how
We
that.
are not out of the woods yet.
I know.
Thanks, I hate it. Okay. So, as you make your way back around to the hideout, you do make it to the hideout. And it looks like the camp itself has been kind of overturned. Things are kind of everywhere. Obviously, you took most of your things with you, so there wasn't much there to loot. But it looks like this place has been pretty well torn inside out.
Fanta. It seems that they have found this place. This is not a safe place. We have to keep moving.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how many safe places there are in this.
No, there aren't any
World.
safe places. The best place I can think of right now is that stupid abandoned warehouse. We have a key to the trapdoor. I can't imagine that they're going to assume. No. Now if Rudy knows that we have the key, then he's gonna check there too. Sam, we need some other safe place.
I'll be honest with you.
Safe.
There is no safe place anymore. I thought maybe I'd be safe here, but we're just gonna keep running if we hide.
Okay, then I vote we go to the abandoned warehouse. At least if we can get inside that trapdoor, it can act as a bit of a funnel to keep them all from pouring in on us at the same time.
Sam nods approvingly. Although he's a little bit in shock right now. He's kind of like, you can see he's breathing heavily right now, and also he just kind of has that like 1,000-yard stare right now. Like,
Yeah, I look around. Is there like any one thing that he seemed to be more emotionally attached to? Like maybe that last picture of him and his parents that he took with him from the house?
oh,
or something
absolutely.
like.
Yeah, no, that is definitely his most prized possession right now.
I look around, I see it on the ground. The glass is probably a little bit cracked from it getting turned over. I shove it into his chest, and I say, there is no time to be sentimental at a moment like this. We have to keep going.
Okay.
Deal with the emotions later.
No, I can't just deal with the emotions later.
Then don't deal with them at all if you can't deal with it later.
You're speaking to a child and telling them not to have emotions, and it's really not going well because he's lost both of his parents and he's being chased by evil monsters, basically. So
crazy enough, well, he's been there,
Yeah, that's.
I look at Sam and I go, "Don't worry, it works. Just think about how meaningless everything is, and you won't feel anything at all."
Oh my god.
Sam is quite disturbed. Sam looks down at this picture of his parents and looks back up, and he says, "Okay, let's go," and he starts running towards the shack.
Roughly again, just kind of grab the collar, shove him forward, and get everybody moving. I see Zerzer. I assume you've caught up to us by now.
Probably.
I take out the key and I toss it to you, and I say, "Go ahead, go ahead to the shack. Try and see if you can get the door."
I take it in my mouth.
Okay.
He starts
And
running. I
slink
look
off
at him,
into
take
the
it in his
shadow.
mouth, and I'm like, "Why did I give that to the cat? He doesn't have hands. My God, I'm so dumb."
Well, all right. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, y'all run towards the shack.
Yeah, again, I slink back a little bit, maybe like 20 feet behind the rest of the group, just so I can keep an ear out behind us.
Okay. As you are continuing to move towards the shack, the sounds of people chasing after you begin to get louder and louder as they get closer and closer. You can hear Rudy shouting out orders. "Hey, check over that way. I think I saw something." Or pointing out over to another group of kids saying, "You better not miss anything over there. I would double check there again." And there's this full-on manhunt to try to find something.
Can I start using my actions instead of perception at this point to just actively be doing stealth things to like try and cover our tracks from when we've been moving through the woods?
Roll survival.
Survival? Okay.
Sorry, I just realized I got that.
24.
So 24, I will say that you successfully cover your tracks.
Thanks.
I don't think it'll hold them off for long, but at this point anything helps.
Exactly. Okay. You keep moving, and they are beginning to really close in on you. You're absolutely certain that somebody's going to see you guys if you don't get somewhere soon, but this is about the time that you guys get to the shack. And as you get to the shack, you see that Zerazur is there. Zerazur, when you get there first, I'm assuming you get there first. When you get there first, you find the trapdoor again, and you see that the key and the keyhole seem to line up. And what do you do?
Am I even able to open it?
So the last time y'all were here, you tried to open it, but you
No.
realized.
As a cat, can I open it?
Can you put the key in the keyhole?
I can put the key in the keyhole. I don't know if I can turn it.
Try.
Maybe I can.
Yeah, try.
Try. I don't.
So
I guess
you
I
put the
grab it
key.
in my mouth and
Yeah.
try and.
You
do a
put the
barrel
key.
roll?
Yeah. So yeah, you put the key in the in the keyhole, and then you just kind of like scoot. You ever see cats that like grab something? They use their legs to like scoot in a circle. That is what you do. So you grab it and you kind of scoot in like a half circle until you hear this click. When you hear the click, this light seems to shine. Green light seems to shine on every side of the trapdoor, and it appears to pop open just a bit. And so it actually leans open to the point that you can actually scurry in there if you wish.
Alright, I guess I'll scurry in there as I wish.
If you wish. I mean, you can wait for everybody else if you want to, or you can go in there. So.
Is there a place to hide that's not in there?
Yeah, there's a few places that a cat could hide. There's a few pieces of debris and things like that.
So I think what I'd like to do is try and hide in a place where I can see who comes in and if
Okay.
it's my group or not.
Okay. Man. I don't know why I keep sneezing. Okay, so you roll stealth real quick, just with advantage. Roll stealth with advantage, because this is a pretty easy place for a cat to hide. Sweet, 13. We'll see how that does. So as you're sitting there and you're hiding, you hear lots of people outside, shouting, screaming, things like that, getting closer and closer. But not too long after that, you see Dreali and actually you don't see Dreali first. Who is leading the pack at this point? Perrin, Jeff, or Sam?
Probably Perrin.
Perrin? All right, Perrin is leading the pack. You see him come in first, followed closely by Jeff and Sam, who move in, and then Dreali bringing up the rear. You all, when you come in, you see that the door is glowing green and is cracked open.
Glowing green. Well,
Yep.
I walk up
I
to
don't-
it.
I don't think we should go in that door. It's glowing green.
I want to walk up to it.
What do you do?
Yeah, Perrin walks up to the glowing green door.
Okay.
Why are you just staring at it?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with
Did
the
it
glowing green door?
hypnotize you?
What?
Karen, are you in there?
Perrin, are you in there?
Do you open it and try and go in, or what?
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to
okay.
see what's in there.
So, as you lean down, you look at the green glow of the door. You realize that the green glow of the door seems to be coming from something inside, which is down a ways. It looks like there is a ladder that goes down, and then a small corridor, and then a doorway at the very bottom. But that doorway seems to lead to something that has this glowing green something. Windows 0. I mean, if you want to count all the holes in the shack as windows, that works. So do you climb down?
Yeah.
All right.
I tell the party that I'm gonna check out this green glow's source.
Okay.
I'm
You
gonna climb on down.
you make
Okay,
your
I think I
way
got him.
down. Perrin begins to make his way down. What does everybody else do?
What do you think we should do, Dreali? The green door, it got him.
I guess by this time I'm just now catching up. Why are you still standing here? Get in the hole!
It's glowing!
Shut up!
It's glowing.
Okay! I go through the door.
All right. So you also
Do I see real quick? Do I see where Zerzer is?
Zerazur, do you well actually roll perception?
Yeah. Well, Zerzer, are you trying to hide from us, or at this point are you coming out? Oh, I see you.
No, you see him. Yeah, never mind. It doesn't really matter. You just see like
You see the
Zerazur
cat
sitting
sitting
there, very still but very visible. Hi.
Your
Um,
eyes,
yeah.
hey,
I'm
your eyes
not
glow in the light. Come on.
I'm not looking for him, but 21 passive perception. I go, hi, Zerzer! And keep running.
If I can see, I have my passive.
all right.
So apparently I've hidden like most cats, where I've like stuck my head under a blanket and my tail is still sticking out into the room.
We're just imagining the light from the hole is like reflecting off of your eyes,
Yeah.
like if you're shining a flashlight at them.
Perfect. Anyway, so Perrin, not long after you start climbing down, before you even get to the bottom of the ladder, you see Jeff and Sam just like scurrying into the hole, like something just got caught on fire. And really, it wasn't anything caught on fire. It was just Dreali. But they start scurrying down. And Dreali, do you move down the ladder as well?
Yeah, Zerzer, are you going in front of me, or are you waiting for me? I give you like 2 seconds
I
before I
wait.
start going down. Okay, then I start going down before you.
Okay, so you go down, and then Zerazur, what do
Actually-
you do?
I do
I guess I'll
pause though
follow
on
them.
the. Yeah, I do pause though on the ladder because I realize I want to close the door and take the key back out.
Zerazur, what are you gonna do?
I followed them down.
Okay, so you're gonna. How do you want to do that? There's a ladder.
So that's what I was gonna have to ask. So there's like what I'm imagining. There's a trap door. Is it like lifted open like on a latch,
It seems to be like.
or is it?
You
slid to
know
the
how
side?
like hydraulics work, and it just kind of keeps things propped open. There seems to be
Okay,
some
so
magical force propping it open like that.
Okay, I turn without being all the way in the ladder or whatever. I go ahead and start like I use one arm to hold the door open, and the other arm I twist the key to like turn it back to the other position.
Okay, so Zerazur, where are you at in all this?
I am. I
Try-
guess I'll go down the ladder before they close the door.
You're gonna go. The cat's gonna go down the ladder.
A cat can go down the ladder.
Okay, I will
I-
somehow
Wait, our cats growing up would always climb up and down ladders.
Yeah,
That's-
I have seen
What?
plenty of cats.
All
go up
right,
and
the
down ladders.
cat goes down the ladder because why not? So the cat goes down the ladder.
I built
and
the ladder for my cats so they can climb.
I guess that's fair. This is a vertical ladder, just by the way. This is not a slanted
As
ladder.
opposed to a Oh, okay.
Call that a poorly made
It's not
bridge.
it's not a slanted ladder. It is a straight up and down ladder. All
Yeah.
right. But I'll say that you make it down there. All right, Dreali, you grab the key, you turn the key, and as you turn the key and you begin to close the door, you see the just the hairy edge of Rudy's foot step in the doorway as you slam the thing shut.
So I'm imagining myself like sliding under the door, like not quite making eye contact, just missing it
Yep.
as the door slams.
Yeah, the door slams shut. As you do, you notice that the seams of it seem to just like disconnect, reconnect, and it seems like no more light is coming in that way.
Okay. Is it still glowing down here?
Yes, very much so. It's all glowing. There's a greenish glow coming from down below.
Okay. As I'm sliding in, I guess I just grab like the railing of the ladder with my right hand and like slide down like a fireman pole while pulling out my rapier with my left hand, just ready to go.
Acrobatics.
All right, I'm just imagining that he's about to fling this door open with another 18, with another key that he has or some other way to get in.
That sounds totally possible. All right, are you guys ready to see what's at the bottom?
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. So, as you make it to the bottom, and I think this is, I need to.
Where do you want us to be?
Oh, I need to replace you real quick, Dreali. Give me 1 second to do so.
On the map already for you. I'm in the wrong spot. Now I'm on the map for you.
Oh, well, that's even
In the
better.
card.
Okay, I don't have to worry about it. Okay. And
You might want to resize me though.
Yeah, you are resized.
Might be too good.
Yeah, you should all be able to reset yourselves up. You all make it into the room. As you make it into the room, let's see.
What's the lighting level down here? Is it just normal lit?
This is lit. Yeah, this is.
Okay.
It's
This place is so
actually
lit.
quite bright. Yeah, it's so lit. So you make it down, and you notice this green hue seems to be coming from some machine that is at the back of the room, way down here. If you can see my ping.
Oh yeah.
That is where that is coming from. So, you see as you walk in, you're kind of on an elevated plane, but down below you are several pieces of machinery. They seem very unnatural, very, very strange to all of you. Except for Perrin. Perrin may look at some of these, and maybe Jeff, you might recognize some of this. This all looks like some really weird, wacky science experiments. Something you might see in like a movie themed based on Frankenstein or something like that. You see several things that you kind of catch your eye. Like there's electricity that's jumping from different posts, and there seems to be some kind of container where there seems to be light floating around. There seem to be these two stations over here that seem almost like caskets, but with a lot more tubes attached to them. Metal tables that look big enough to hold a person. In the middle, there seems to be this light, this green light that is emanating from the middle. And that's this area right here. I know it looks blue. Just pretend it's green. So in that, there is this green glow that seems to be emanating throughout this whole cavern. And at the back, there is another much brighter green glow from the machine at the southernmost point there. There seems to be electricity seems to be flowing between two different components of this machine from, up and down. There seem to be two probes that seem to be producing energy that's it's sending back and forth. And it looks like it could hold something there. Like it looks like something could attach into that particular area.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think this has something to do with that device we saw him carrying around.
Yo, what was it called? I'm blanking on the name.
It's called the apparatus.
Oh, the apparatus. Yes.
The apparatus, yes.
Did the apparatus's light look kind of like the light from this when it did the soul sucky wucky thingy?
Mm-hmm.
And do we see these individual globules floating here and in here?
They seem to be seem to be some individual like balls of lights, but it's in another just like beam of light that seems to be there, and it's green.
Okay. If I had to put forth my guess, I would say that this is possibly where the souls are stored.
What's the green thing? Does it look like a portal, or what does it look like, Jordan?
It looks more like a column of light. It doesn't look like passing through it is good. Like, it looks, you can see through it. It's translucent. So it just seems like there seems to be like a lot of light just centered in that particular area.
Well, regardless, I think that we are going to have a bit of time to explore this area. I do not know how long. Rudy came, and he was able to see the door closing as I came into the hole. So I cannot guarantee how long we will be safe here. Perhaps it is best that we go ahead and rest up as much as we can, because I do not think that we are going to get out of here peacefully. Zam.
Uh-huh.
Hey. Now you can process your emotions. But
I still don't recommend it.
preferably don't do it like in front of all of us. Really, we don't want to see that.
He looks around in the giant open room with nowhere to hide. Ah! He starts crying. He just like sits down and starts bawling. As soon as he gets in the room and he feels safe, he like collapses to the floor. Let's go ahead and say he's prone. I don't know what to do anymore. I've tried everything, and here I am stuck in here, and we're just gonna die. I know we're gonna die, and I appreciate all of you because you've been so nice to me, and you're the best superheroes ever, even though you're totally gonna get your butts whooped in a second. But I love you all, and I'm so thankful that you guys cared enough about me to come in here and die with me, and thank you.
Do I still have some taffy that he gave me earlier?
Oh yeah, you definitely
If
do.
so, I would like to offer him some.
You offer the taffy. He looks so
I'm just gonna walk down to where Jeff is.
Thank you. And he just takes a piece, he unwraps it, and
No. Jeff sort of gestures like away.
Oh,
Wait,
sorry.
Wait, where
what
do you go, Trey Holly? Sorry, I missed something.
I was going to where Jeff was.
What?
Jeff wanted to be at the far corner of the room so that if Rudy gets in here, he'll be the last to die. So when Dreali started walking to the same corner, he needed it to be like a little more space.
Oh.
Do you want me to
Uh,
shout at you from over here?
Sure.
Jeff needed to like go to the bathroom or something, and he chose a corner.
You need to establish a pee corner. So, as Sam is sitting there bawling his eyes out, chewing on some taffy, thinking about the fact that he's a goner. His life has been pretty awful, no lie. And he sits there kind of contemplating how things have gone. Zarazur, what are you doing in all this?
Let's see. I would be investigating.
Roll investigate.
Cats are not good at investigating.
Well, the cat looks around, and at one point you're like, that's a really pretty light, and you try to touch it with your paw, and it zaps you a little bit, and that was not fun. So, that wasn't good. And I don't mean the light in the middle, by the way. I mean the light with the electricity passing through it. You determined you don't want to touch that.
Curiosity kills the cat.
But curiosity also brought it back. So,
Satisfaction.
yeah. So, anybody else do anything?
Yeah, so I wanted to come over here to Jeff for a reason. Jeff, you say that you do not have any abilities or any reason to have been brought here. Is that accurate?
Yeah, sounds about right.
I ignore
I've
your
been in a lot
request
of
and
horrible
approach.
places. I worked at the IRS for 6 years, and this is even worse.
I do not know this school of magic you speak of, but I must say, you jumped down out of the balcony and you made a giant pile of dirt to soften your fall.
No, I jumped down and the dirt came up.
That is how it works, yes. You summoned a
No, I didn't do it.
shadow creature, right?
I didn't summon a shadow creature. That thing just came out of nowhere. I thought it was trying to kill me.
Zero, are you hearing this?
Yes.
Okay.
And somehow you carry a fishbowl around that miraculously follows you even whenever you set it down. You climbed a rope ladder. You climbed
Much to my
the rope.
annoyance.
Yeah, you climbed the rope and it was suddenly at the top of the balcony
Look,
with you.
there's a
You
creepy
have a fish,
fish.
and I'm not
that-
allowed to catch it.
There's a creepy fish that's mind controlling me to make it hold on to it. Is that what you want to hear? Because that's the thing that makes the most sense out of what I've seen so far.
Actually, that would make some sense. I would call you a warlock and not a wizard at that point, though.
I am none of the above. I am an accountant.
As you
And
guys
not
are
the fun
having,
TikTok kind.
as you are making this, as you're having this conversation, Sam's on the floor crying. Zerazur is getting zapped in the hand. Perrin is contemplating his life choices, and y'all are having this conversation. You hear, "Thanks, guys. I'll take it from here." And you hear someone start climbing down the ladder.
Oh no. Okay. I rush back up to the doorway and
Sam stands
gesture
up.
for. I gesture for Sam to move over to where to move over to where Jeff is.
I shout out to Sam. Sam, do you still have that dagger?
He says, I do. And he pulls it out. And
I go, be brave.
I'm gonna
Like
shout
you?
down. I'm gonna shout down the hallway.
5,
All right, Rudy.
6,
What do you want?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so you want to put, like, where is Jeff? You're over there now?
Where is the ladder?
Yeah. Yep.
It's I think through this
That doorway,
right
yeah.
here.
That's where y'all
Gotcha.
came in. Okay. He makes it, Sam makes it to, oh, gosh. Sam makes it to there. Okay, Sam makes it to there, and you shout out to Rudy, what do you want?
Yeah, I just say, all right, Rudy. What do you want?
What do I want? Yeah, I guess I can tell you what I want. He finally steps through the ladder, and steps right in front of you.
Yeah, my rapier's drawn if it matters, but I don't attack immediately.
Right, he's holding the apparatus and doesn't attack you immediately if it matters. He looks at you. If I tried to explain to you what it was I was doing, it wouldn't even make sense. You are not from around here, obviously. And you don't
this
seem
is
to
true.
understand the way things work around here. But then again, neither does anybody else here. All these ignorant fools have allowed me to play them, to use them, and now it seems I may have exactly what I need. And he holds up the apparatus.
Like pointing at me or just kind of showing
No,
it?
just showing it.
Okay. Look, I do not think that you are aware of what we are here for either.
Truthfully,
Sure.
no. I think you're just here to make me miserable for some reason, because
Then
all you've done
perhaps-
since you've gotten here is ruin my plans and run amok in my town. This could have all been easy. We could have all avoided all this
He's
pain.
monologuing. Get him.
Roll
We're having a
initiative.
conversation.
unless if you plan to attack him, you need to roll initiative. But in that case,
No, I don't. I'm instructing them to attack.
okay. All right.
And then if Rudy looks over,
Perhaps
he goes,
there
"Yeah,
is
right,
a
So
perhaps
he.
there is something of an arrangement that can be reached then in which we all exit the situation in a peaceful manner.
I don't think you understand. This has become personal to me. Not to mention the fact I already have everything I need. You're not in a position to negotiate.
Oh. No, this was not terms of surrender. This was terms of something that was supposed to be mutually beneficial. I see that you are not interested in such a matter.
I think that's what a negotiation is.
Yeah, it definitely is. He looks at you and laughs. See, this is what I'm talking about. You think that you have some leverage over me. Maybe at some point in time you are used to having leverage over people. Maybe you think you're so big and bad, but at the end of the day, I'm bigger and I'm badder. And more than that, I can wield things that are bigger and badder. So I'll give you this shot. If you just surrender now, I'll kill you all very quietly, quickly, and painlessly.
Look, I'm not saying we should take that offer, but we should really consider our options.
Really, though, that thing there, it captures the souls of individuals, no? That's what you have stored here. You've been storing up souls. I assume you plan to use them for some purpose?
Storing up souls? Yes, I suppose you could say I'm storing up souls to use for a purpose.
Oh, well, like this child's parents. We saw the whole flashback scene, or he explained how you came and took their souls and their bodies were lying on the ground, lifeless.
Well, sometimes things don't always go the way that I'm expecting, but they were in the way and they needed to be dealt with.
So you dealt with them and didn't even get their souls out of it. What a waste.
Their souls, I didn't need their souls. I have, like I said, exactly what I need. The only thing standing between me and finishing my job are you folks.
And if we have no intention of stopping you?
Well, if that's the case, then unfortunately you've caused enough trouble for me already that I can't really let you live. Also, you've seen all of this, and that's going to be a big problem for me.
No, fair enough. It seems we are at an impasse, so let's get on with it then. And I'm gonna go ahead and attack.
All right, roll initiative.
Whoa, go team.
We did get out of that the souls of the parents are actually gone, and there's no point in trying to revive his parents. So that's what I was going for.
Facts.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Look at these initiatives.
Those are some pretty decent initiatives. We need to do some things here. Okay. And so he's got, I need to throw the turn order up here. Throw the turn order up here. Okay. Maybe not.
It should already be up. It's up on my screen.
Yeah, it's up.
It might be minimized somewhere on your screen.
I don't know where it is. I'm looking around, actively looking for it on my screen and not finding it, which is really annoying. Yeah, I maybe... What on earth? I'm going crazy. I've missed the turn order thing. It's gone. It disappeared. You know what? We're just gonna do this. Add turn.
I see my turn there.
Oh.
Where is it?
Oh man, are you gonna have to go all old school and keep track of it on paper?
I might. I really would
Rough.
hate to do that because I really hate that. Like, I hate doing it that way. Okay, so we're just gonna go back to that, and it's just not on my screen at all. Oh, there we go.
Did you
Cool.
find it?
I did. I finally found it. Okay, initiatives. Perrin.
21.
Okay, Zerazur.
13.
All right, 13 for Zerazur. What is your 3? Okay, cool. What about you, Jeff?
15.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay. So, just got to put some things in a new order here. And one other thing. As you begin to attack, you see something else show up, and it's not a fun thing. And that's going to be...
I hope
1
it's not
second.
through the portal.
That's too chill.
Out of character, I almost do because I have nothing else to aim at from this distance.
Oh, I'm sure. I think it will be. Also, it'll be funny to see Sam running straight towards it with a tiny little dagger.
It'll be amazing. Be brave. Damn, you're tanking.
Oh, well, so as you do see something start to materialize near the portal. And that was already there, unfortunately, and you see a dark cloud start to form out of the portal, and it begins to pull in all of this energy. You see some of the orbs come from that light that was in the middle of the room, and as they do, basically all of the light drains out of them, and you start to see a shape, a silhouette, if you will, against the back of the green glow of the portal. And from it, you see this monstrosity that appears. It seems to be made of all sorts of darkness that seems to be compiled together. Its jaws seem to be large and elongated with snarling teeth. Everything, though, appears to be made of darkness. You see maybe bits of bone and bits of rotted flesh, but mostly what you see is just cold, dead corpse in some form or fashion surrounding all of this. And in some aspects, it seems almost ghostly. It's like lighter. It's got like this light color, and it seems almost kind of ethereal in some way. And it seems to just kind of be. It doesn't seem to be floating, or it doesn't seem to be solid. It seems to be floating a little bit.
So it's like spectral.
Almost, yes, but it seems way more solid than something that is usually spectral. Along with that, you see one of these, and then you also see her friend show up.
All right, boys, who you gonna call?
I look down at my fish. Did you do that? Please tell me you did that.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. All right, so
Wait, what is this? Is that like a wall, or is that like deep down?
So it's elevated. So that's about I'll say 10 feet up. So that wall goes about 10 feet down from where you guys are at now.
Okay.
If that makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
And then this thing gets a turn.
Oh, Jordan.
Yeah.
Would you say that this creature is undead?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
I thought it just had a cold.
Oh boy. Okay. Cool. Well, that's not terrible, but that's not great either. Perrin, what's your dexterity modifier?
+4.
Okay, good to know. All right. And so it begins. We'll start with Dreali.
All right. So I already have my rapier drawn. I'm gonna go ahead and
Poor Sam.
Ooh, man. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and draw my dagger as well.
Okay.
Let's see.
You gonna action bonus action?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I wanted to make sure I understood Dread Ambusher. Yeah, so this is the first turn of initiative. So if I take the attack action on my turn, I can make one additional weapon attack as part of that action. If it hits, they take an extra d8 of the damage of the weapon's type. Okay, so I'm going to roll my attack. Unfortunately, I don't have any advantages or anything. Oof.
You roll an 8. Unfortunately, the 8 will miss.
Yep, I still get to make a second attack. 12 probably
12
still misses.
Also misses, yes.
Then bonus action with my dagger and wow.
You miss on
I
all
rolled...
3.
Oh wait, that last one, I don't know why that last one's set to strength. Oh, these are all set to strength right now.
You have a +4 strength? No, you have a +4.
No,
I see.
Yeah, so sorry, that should be a 10, a 14, and a 13.
Those all
I'll
still
go change.
miss.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just go change it in here though.
Cool. All right, so
that was awesome. Good job. I'm gonna step to there.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, like I said, we've all known that my attacks in this campaign have sucked, so
it was
it's
a good
all
effort. It was definitely a good effort.
Pinkies.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Perrin.
How obvious is it that this thing emerged?
It seems to be about 15 feet tall. It's very large, and it's making loud noises and screaming at you.
And glowing.
It's also
Okay,
glowing.
I
So
noticed it.
yeah, you've noticed it. You've definitely noticed it.
And Jeff is making strange guttural noises in the corner. If you tell him enough.
Also,
But if it
Sam is
matters,
screaming, like literally screaming at the top of his lungs.
For the record, in my turn, I'm gonna call out, somebody engage him with me. We need 2 people on this job.
I hope the cat can help.
I literally just need one of you guys to stand next to
Perrin
him
is
so I
like,
can get sneak
I
attack.
serve one purpose, and that's to kill undead things.
Exactly.
So
I
Alright.
will need someone standing.
it stands to
Terrence
reason.
turns dramatically. I see you.
Yeah, he turns around. I see you. The thing looks
Alright.
back.
I'm gonna Zephyr Strike and attack this giant beast with advantage with my longbow.
You do that.
Pow.
The 9
That
does
was
not
very
hit.
sad.
Oh my gosh, our rolls.
This is rough.
We wasted it all on initiative.
Yep.
We
You
did.
did.
Ugh.
Prayer, do you can you do anything else?
I'm just sad. No, of course.
You have
I
a
got
second attack, right?
an extra attack.
Mhm.
I can also move a bit,
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jam up way over there.
Whoa.
And,
okay.
Because Zephyr Strike's dumb.
Yeah. That's I forget Zephyr Strike is like this. Okay. What do you do?
Shoot again at this giant
Roll
monstrosity.
to attack.
Happy
I'm jealous of
fate.
you having spell slots to do stuff with right now.
26 will hit.
Oh boy, good.
Barely.
That's
to
what
hit.
I've always wanted. Barely. Oh,
I'm joking. It's
Man.
not a barely. It was very much not a barely. You could have taken your -5. It probably would have still hit.
yeah, I could have. Sad face. Do I want to use some holy runes? No, probably not. We'll just leave it at good old 10 damage.
Is all that piercing damage? Any of that change from?
The last 5 is radiant.
Oh, well, that is good to know.
Yeah.
All right, he takes. Let's see, what is that? Okay, yeah. He takes some damage. That seems to be effective. You let loose one arrow, it misses, and the thing just kind of looks at you and then you run over and let loose another one, and this one, you see this gleam of light pierce through him, and with that gleam of light, it bursts onto his shoulder. I'm sure that's gonna be a GIF later. All right. Anyway, so it seems to take quite a bit of damage from that. Perrin, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. Tormented Spirit Golem. Tormented Spirit Golem is very not happy with you, Perrin. But also there's a child in front of him, and you know who doesn't love a yummy child. So he's conflicted, but he's gonna go for the threat at this point because the DM is nice and won't murder children yet. So he goes ahead and he throws this blue flame at you, Perrin. Does a 10? Oh my gosh! Does a 10 hit you?
No.
Okay. Well, does a 25 hit you?
25 does.
All right, you take
What kind of damage is this?
necrotic.
Oh boy, I got resistance.
So, don't you love this class? Anyway, so he throws this bolt of blue energy at you, and as it washes over you, you're really thankful for whatever it is, this hollowed nature that you've developed that allows you to resist death. And so you feel this necrotic energy pass over you, and you basically will it away, a part of it away from you, but it still hurts a little bit. Anyway, all right, and with that, also, the Tormented Spirit Golem is going to move. He is going to move unse, donse, tres. All right, actually, yeah, we'll move to there. He's going to move to there. Also, that means that if Sam leaves his reach, he can op attack. The ghosts are actually just going to go straight for this kid right here. And one of them is going to swing at him. You watch this ghostly figure move out from behind this creature and reach out and grab Sam. The 12 I will miss. And that's one for now. The other one can get over to Sam, but cannot attack. And that is where their turn will end. Jeff, what do you subconsciously do?
So what Jeff does consciously at the very least is he turns around and how tall is this wall?
10 feet.
Perfect. He scrapes at the wall desperately, making absolutely no progress up the wall at all. And while he is doing that, a bunch of demons appear right here. So I'm casting Summon Lesser Demons, and it tells me to roll a d6 to see what happens.
Okay, what you pray tell does happen?
I get 2 demons of challenge rating 1 or lower selected by the DM.
You know, I would have liked to have known about this beforehand, but that's okay. That's fine. I'll just we'll just.
I did tell you I had the spell, but yeah.
Yes,
sorry, I didn't give
yeah.
one
No, that's fine. It's good. We'll do this for right now. So challenge rating, you say 1 or less.
I have it pulled up. The options.
Go for
that are
2
TR1,
maw demons or
ru-
quasits.
or imps or Vargoe.
Quasits are well,
can
imps
we-
aren't demons; they're devils.
Are they on the
Team.
list?
I mean, fiend is the
Oh, it does
list.
say
so-
demon. It does
imp-
say demon.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
maw demon or quasit. Quasit's monster manual. Maw demon is Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Thanks. Oh well, I can't do that, can I? I need to pull this up somewhere else. Wow. Quasits, you said.
I can give you the page.
Monster
It's
manual,
63.
page 63.
Thanks. I don't have the monster manual on me, but that's okay.
You can also just Google Quasit
That's
5e.
exactly what I'm doing. All right, so, cool. You summon 2 quasits. They appear. I don't think there's a good animation for those, so I'm just gonna.
It says so you can rule however you like for most efficient for initiative. Rules is written. They roll their own initiative as a group, and they have their own turns. They pursue and attack the nearest non-demons to the best of their ability.
Cool.
They are hostile to all creatures, including you.
Okay, so you just summon.
As part of the spell, a little circle appears on the ground where I'm standing, and they will not attack anyone standing in the circle. Unfortunately, Jeff does not know that.
Okay, so they appear. Very neat. Very cool.
Oh, there's more of them!
Yep, that seems to be what's going on. There seem to be multiplying, the demons do. So
I hope their initiative is low.
and they roll initiative with their +3 dex, which is actually pretty good. And now they are in the turn order right after. Oh wait, what was your initiative, Jeff?
Wow, thankfully they're right before me, so that's the worst thing possible.
Yep, that's rough.
But does that mean that they have already had their turn, and therefore we have to wait until the next cycle? I think that's how that works.
Yeah.
That's why. That's the worst thing possible.
So they summon, and they stare at the thing. All right. They're pretty terrible looking, honestly. They're pretty awful. All right, cool. It's past turn. Zerazur, what do you do?
All right. So I think it's time to use some spells.
Okay, that's fair.
Unfortunately, I have no idea how many spell slots I have.
Oh, because have you not been able to update the? I keep doing that.
I have no
You
right permissions to it.
What do you mean you have no permissions to it?
You sent me the character sheet
Oh,
on D&D Beyond. I cannot edit that.
you can't edit it?
Nope.
Okay, well, what are you hoping to edit? Like, what do you need to change?
How many spell slots I've used?
Let's see. According to this, have you been using this thing at all?
What?
The spells, the character sheet.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, well, it doesn't look like you have.
Because I can't edit.
This is so strange. Like
I can't make changes to it.
You can't just click like how many slots you've used or anything?
No.
Okay, we're gonna work on that later. For the time being, I'm gonna say
I
that
sent
you
that
have.
in a message.
I know I saw that, but I can't address it. So it's hard for me to address that while I'm DMing. So I'm gonna say that you have 1 of your 3rd level slots and 3 of your 1st level slots. Is that cool?
Sure.
Cool. We'll find another way to handle this later. Anyway, your turn. What dost thou do? Are you going through all of your spells?
Which ones are the demons and what?
I mean, technically speaking, it's hard to tell, but like 2 demons over here, and then a ghost, and a tormented spirit golem.
You don't really have a reason to believe that the demons are on our side. To be
Correct.
fair.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
And this is.
They're also technically not.
Here's the.
What?
I can't tell who this is. It blends in with
Yeah,
the
that's the
background.
child.
That's Sam.
Sam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of figured it was someone on our side. I will
Actually,
not
of all the
pull them up.
people to know what happened with the demons, I feel like Zurzer would be the only one that would have a chance of knowing where they came from.
I should roll our.
Yeah, you already figured out that certain things are possible with Jeff,
I have no idea.
but you're not sure on that one. Okay. Continue on. What do you do?
You know, I think I'll just use Dissonant Whispers on the thing
Dissonant Whispers. All right. What level?
first.
1st level, Dissonant Whispers on the Tormented Spirit Golem.
Yes.
Okay. Let's find out how it does at that. This is specifically a
Wisdom save.
wisdom save. Why is it like this? I want to make a wisdom save, and it says, no, you can't do that. Whatever. I'm just gonna... There we go. I'm getting kind of frustrated with Roll20 at the moment, so I apologize.
You good, fam?
Why can it not just keep up the character sheet? I just wanted to keep up the character. No, I don't want another one. Good gracious.
You know what? You should teach Roll20 a lesson, and next time we DM, we should do it in person.
Oh my gosh, yes, I know. That should definitely be a thing that happens. Golly, that was so way too much effort. Okay, does a 17 make? Does a 17 make?
I believe it does.
Okay, cool. And so does it still take damage?
I think it takes half of this.
Yeah.
Half of. Okay. I'll say it takes 7 of that. All right. So, that was your turn.
It was.
Do you move into melee range with Rudy like I asked?
Nope.
He just abandons you.
Y'all make it impossible to get sneak
He
attack.
just abandons you.
Yeah. So
The
he's
range-
in.
The ranged spellcaster wants to get in melee range. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
It's fair.
I don't want to give myself disadvantage with a longbow.
I want to point out the group is longbow user, mage that doesn't even realize it's a mage, child,
Yeah.
and you.
Yeah.
Child. King Sam.
Just stuck with the kid.
Well, once we get into some areas where there's actually darkness that I can use, it'll be more enjoyable.
There were some.
This is true. You can also use my summons as, part of the team, but they're not
Yeah.
technically allied right now, so.
They don't have to be allied with me. It just has to be an enemy of my enemy.
Oh, then yeah, those ones would work.
All right.
Yeah.
Zerazer, you hightail it out, I guess, or you stay where you're at.
stay where I'm at.
Okay. It is now Rudy's turn. Rudy turns to Dreali. That was a mistake. And he aims the apparatus at
Apparatus.
you. Thank you. Does a 23 hit you?
Does he have disadvantage for making a ranged attack with a weapon at melee range?
No, he does not.
Then yeah, it hits me.
Okay. This will... I apologize in advance.
Don't apologize.
You take 21 damage.
Cool, cool. What kind?
Okay, it's and this is gonna be necrotic damage. So he turns
Cool.
it towards you, and he just fires a full-on blast of energy, green energy, straight in your direction. I need you to make a strength saving throw. You do
19.
not get knocked prone. Very good. So as he does this, you and it just hits you really hard. That did not feel good. But you obviously are still up. He looks at you and goes, "You're a bit stronger than I anticipated."
You're not.
And that's his turn. Moving on. Dreali, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna just try and hit him again. My team has abandoned me. 24 to hit.
24 will hit, yes.
Okay, and I mark him as my favored foe.
Okay.
So then he takes an extra D4 of
Roll it.
damage. So another 2 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna bonus action with my dagger. That should be if I'm not mistaken, since I don't have the 2 weapon fighting feat, I don't get my dexterity bonus added to damage. Is that
Correct.
accurate?
Yeah, that is
okay, so
correct.
that's only if a 13 hits, which I don't think it does. It would
does
only
not.
be 2 damage.
Yeah. Nope, doesn't hit.
Okay. Yep. Cool stuff. Again, I say, what, are you guys going to just ignore this actual threat here? And
You
there's nothing
point
else
at
I
the
can do.
small child, the teenage boy who's standing there. And
They're not morons.
I know they're not morons, but like also there's this thing in the middle, and it just wrecked
what's
some
this
shit off a
thing?
second ago. So, all right,
Yeah, Jeff feels
Is
like
that
he
your
has
turn?
bigger issues.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's nothing
Jeff
else
does have
here.
bigger issues, but they're all mental. All right, Perrin.
Oh man. So I'm going to Hunter's Mark this cool dude.
assuming you
because
mean this
Rudy
cool
is
dude.
rude dude.
Oh.
This is cool dude.
Okay, yeah.
Rude dude and cool dude.
Rude dude,
You
cool
get it?
dude. Got it. Understood.
And then I'm going to. Yeah, I guess I'll Zephyr Strike. Sweet.
Bonus
Attack
action to
with
Zephyr Strike,
advantage.
and you attack with advantage. Cool.
Mmm.
That was helpful.
22 to hit.
22 will hit. Yep.
Oh, sweet.
That's gonna do some damage.
Sharpshooter.
Not to be that guy, but doesn't Hunter's Mark also take a bonus action? And that would be 2. No,
He
Hunter's
already-
Mark doesn't count as a leveled spell for you, right?
Also, he can cast it at will, because
Yeah,
ranger. Because this
But
ranger.
it's still a bonus action, right?
Oh, it would be a bonus action.
Did you not already cast it on him?
No.
No, he Zephyr Strike last turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you
I guess
you can't Hunter's Mark him, but you can, or if you also want to Zephyr Strike to gain advantage.
I'll do Control Z on that Hunter's Mark.
Cool, that works for me.
Yeah.
You lose a D6, but that's okay because you still end up doing some serious damage.
And gain a D8 from Zephyr Strike.
Yeah,
So.
you gain a D8 and also plus 10 because sharpshooter.
Oh, nice.
So I would definitely say it was worth it to Zephyr Strike in that situation.
Oh, for
Roll the
sure.
damage.
Yeah.
I love Zephyr
Uh,
Strike.
Pow. The last 5 is Radiant.
Okay. All right. It takes that one. That one looked
Oh,
nasty.
Oops. I did not do a D8. I just did +8.
Doesn't matter.
Never mind. All good.
Okay. you reel back. You let out another arrow, and this time you just know this one's like gonna land some serious damage. And as you do, this one lands square in his chest and explodes in radiant lights as this thing lets out this blood curdling, just awful. As you hear souls Thousands of souls screaming out in agony as you strike the inside of this thing. It did not like that very much. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I would love to extra attack it.
Okay.
What a boss.
Well, unfortunately, that one will miss. All right.
Okay.
Moving on. It is now his turn. He doesn't like you very much. And he moves through the light. And,
Does Sam get an opportunity attack since he
he
left his
does.
reign?
He does.
Oh, did Sam get a turn last turn?
Oh, he's not in the turn order. All right, well, let's go ahead and do Sam's turn then. So that may affect some things. I'm moving back here. So Sam uses...
I hope he just hits a ghost. They attacked him.
Uses the disengage action.
Yay.
He uno dos... Oops, sorry. Uno dos tres. He runs to... Actually, he's going to actually double move, so he's going to...
I thought he took the disengage action.
Oh, you're right. He did that. So he's at the bottom of the stairs. Thank you for catching my mistake. So he gets to there. And that's his turn. That means when the monster goes, he gets to here, and he's about to blast Perrin to high heaven. So, Perrin, you doing it? How you feeling? How you feeling over there?
Feeling fine, you know?
Okay.
Feeling fine.
Does a 15 hit you? Dadgummit.
Yeah, my AC is 15.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank goodness, because oh, sorry, that's supposed to be 44. My bad. Cool. You take 17 damage. As one bit of necrotic energy, and you take half of that, I suppose, because, you know.
Yeah.
What a cool dude.
Balance.
Yeah.
Round down, right?
Yeah, round down. He throws another one at you. And does a 17 hit.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. You take another 13 damage. Well, actually, you take half of that too. As two blasts of necrotic energy, as you feel the life draining from you with each hit. You know that you're barely hanging on to life, and that if this guy had taken on anybody else in the group, they would have definitely been down by now. But you are singularly holding everything together by keeping this thing focused on you.
The chosen one.
Indeed. You also probably just saved Sam from a very brief, much briefer life than he's had so far. He could still end pretty quickly here, but you're doing your job well. You feel revigorated as you stand there and take this. This is your purpose. This is your moment where you bring hope to everybody else. All right. It is now Jeff's turn.
Well.
Oh wait, no,
No, it's
sorry.
not.
It's not. You're right.
monster.
How did they get removed from the turn order? What
They're
on
special.
earth? I don't understand.
Also,
that.
I think it's really funny that they happen to be the CR1, because they basically aren't. They're CR1 for everything except for in combat, which is great, but it's okay.
Yeah, okay. So, it's their turn. They attack the ghosts. Because who doesn't hate ghosts, am I right? These both, and I gotta pull up what they do. So they
It's
have
a
a
plus
plus
4 to
5.
hit.
Okay, I've got it pulled up.
Okay.
Making sure I get it. Yeah, plus 4. That will hit. And that will do... Oh, whoops, I need to roll. Cool. That one does 5 damage. The other one does hit and does 6 damage. As this ghost just and disappears. All right. That is their turn. Jeff.
Do they both need to make Constitution saving throws to not take poison damage? And the ghost. Oh, you killed it. Never mind.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Does not need to make a Constitution saving throw. Also,
Well, it was already good.
it
for
was
what it's worth.
also immune to such things. So,
Hey, I don't know that stuff.
yeah. Okay,
Well,
Jeff.
I don't have a ton that I can do, but it seems important that we do something right now. So I continue scraping at the wall.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, mysteriously a fireball appears on this guy in such a position that it only hits this dude, so he needs to make a dex save.
Okay, makes a dex save. That's
So basically, he passes over this contraption and it explodes violently.
okay. Okay. Why is this thing being this way? I'm having problems with Roll20 right now, and it's bugging me. It now will no longer pull up any of the notes.
Bugging.
It
Tee.
really is though, because I'm trying to pull up the stuff for the.
Just roll a d20, and if it's close, then you can look.
I can't look. Well, that's not close. All right.
There you go.
I can't look
Takes
though, and it's
27
really
fire
driving me.
damage.
He takes what?
It was that one. It rolled in that one. It takes 27 fire damage.
Cool.
Nice job.
Very nice.
Between
As
that and the 100 damage or whatever that Perrin's done, that should be good.
Perrin, you're
Jeff,
watching
continue.
as this thing. You're sitting there, and you're like, I could just endure a little longer. Then all of a sudden, you hear as you feel the heat from this fireball that just appears behind this thing, and even Rudy at this point looks very confused and very concerned.
Jeff continues to sob in the corner, trying to get up the wall. And now the room's exploding. After-
Oh, Jeff.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. Nothing's pulling up anymore. That's fun. All right. Well, we're just gonna try to figure this out from memory now, I suppose. All right. Moving on.
Rudy's turn.
Down the list. It is Zerazur.
Oh, never mind, Sarah's than Rudy.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to cast Firebolt at this other ghost.
Okay.
Yep.
What?
Nothing. Nothing that you would know in character. Do it.
Firebolt
Yep.
at the ghost. Got it. Roll it. Okay, you hit the ghost. Roll damage. And it just seems to be slightly on fire.
How did it seem to like that?
Okay. It did not seem to like that very much, but it didn't seem to hate it too much. So, it's still up, if that makes you feel any better.
No,
I'm sure it doesn't, but that's... All right. So, moving on. Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay, you do anything else?
Nope.
Nope, okay. It's Rudy's turn. Rudy looks at Dreali. I think it's about time you get out of my way. He goes to fire, and
Miss.
does a 21
Oof. It does.
hit. Okay, there we go. You take another 21 damage, and make it. If you're still up, make a strength save. You fail. You're knocked back 10 feet and prone.
May I assume?
Yes.
All right. I get hit with this thing in the chest. It throws me back. I lay on. Sorry, I'm just moving myself
Yeah,
to
that's
the
fine.
dex on.
Yeah.
And I'm laying on the ground, but I managed to prop myself up on an elbow, just looking at Rudy, and I spit on the ground. A little bit of blood coming out. Is that really the best you can do with your fancy weapon?
He then takes a step to the side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He said, "No, that's just the easiest thing." And that's where he ends his turn. Dreali, it's your turn. You can use half your movement to stand up if you would like.
I do so. And yeah, I mean, there's not really. Let's see.
He's moving away from you at this point. Just in case that matters.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay.
I still have my rapier and stuff out, so I'm just gonna go for it. I dash up and slash again.
Do it.
Another really bad roll because I can't roll to attack. And 3 piercing damage from my dagger, plus a d4 for favored foe. Oh wait, no, not quite. I have to roll concentration on favored foe.
Yeah, I definitely think you should probably roll concentration after that one.
I'm fine.
You make it. All right.
He takes an extra 4 damage from favored foe.
So how much total does he take?
7 damage.
Cool.
How's he looking?
He's what you might consider bloodied. All right.
All right. So my dagger's sticking in his shoulder right now.
Yeah, he just and he looks back, but at this point he realizes he does not have time to deal with you. You can tell he's about to just keep moving.
All right.
And Perrin.
Woo!
You just watched something explode in front of you, and it was pretty epic.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed. How does a cool dude look?
Not great. Looks, well, he didn't look great to begin with, but he looks unhealthy. So, or he didn't look healthy either. He doesn't look like he's going to make it much longer at this point.
Oh,
at the rate that you're going with him, he doesn't look like he's going to make it much longer.
Yeah, but rude dude made a move.
Yeah,
so
he
I feel
did.
like I gotta attack the rude dude.
All right, well, if you want to.
So I'll do the cool Zephyr Strike thing. Yeah, I'm
10
so
will
sad.
miss.
Well, in that case, I'll just normally attack. It's okay.
You miss
I
again.
am sad.
This is rough, guys.
Rudy has the power of RNG.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, now the tormented spirit golem is like, he's distracted. Now is my opportunity. And he sends another couple of blasts your way. Does a 24 hit?
24 does.
All right, you let me know when you go down. You take 15 necrotic damage, or half since you're resistant.
Yes.
He throws another bolt of cold energy. Cold necrotic energy, I should say. Your way. Does a 27 hit?
Yes.
Oh my word.
Man.
This is rough. So, he throws another blast. He just is pelting you. Left, right, left, right. Now it's just screaming at you, just... Why won't you die? And just completely pelting you with this. And he seems very confused as to how you could possibly be alive right now. Because if you weren't resistant to necrotic damage, I'm pretty certain you'd be well into maybe close to 100 damage at this point.
Yep, that is accurate.
So, all right. Is that your turn? Oh wait, that's his turn. He moves on. He's actually gonna try to step up here too.
Whoa, he can step up 10, 15 feet.
Well, he can
That's
climb
insane.
up. He's 15 feet tall. I would imagine climbing up 10 feet isn't too hard.
Bummer.
Turns. And he's going to move into melee range of you.
It was like a fishbowl.
Yeah. All right. It is now the little demon's turn, and they move up to the ghost and begin to attack the ghost.
I am very glad that the ghost survived Austin's attack, because if it didn't, then they would have attacked Sam.
Yeah, or you. Oh, no,
I'm in a
not
circle.
you.
They
You're
can't.
still in the circle. Never mind. All right, so these things have a +4. So the first one will critically fail,
Well done.
and the other one will... Let me double check that one. He will hit. And he will deal that much
Yeah.
damage as the thing continues to float there. Now it's been on fire, it's been slashed at, and didn't seem to enjoy that a whole lot. Jeff, what do you do?
Welp. Yeah. So I am just going to. Yep, that's the play. I told the dead, targeting. Actually, let's target Rudy. That seems like a wiser choice. So Rudy needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay, Rudy is making a wisdom save. What is the DC?
15.
Okay. He fails.
Takes 18 necrotic damage.
Nice.
And they keep doing my sob in the corner activity.
Drops.
Oh, that has a range of 60 feet. I can't do that.
Oh, did you say drops?
Nope, because he didn't have the range to do that.
I thought it was 120 like Firebolt, but I'm just stupid.
Got my hopes up, man.
Oh.
Got mine up too. There is literally nothing I can do in character at this range, and it wouldn't be in character to move myself further, and I could force myself further with Misty Step, but it doesn't go far enough, I don't believe.
Misty Step could get you up the ledge.
Yeah, but it wouldn't get... Oh, wait, well, ruler's not accurate. Yeah, nothing could get me within range. So, I pass turn and take the dodge action.
Okay, Zerazer, it's your turn. What do you do?
Alright. I am going to, let's see. What would be the best thing to do?
Well, you've got Rudy over here, and you've got Big Bad over here, and there's a ghost over here fighting some demons. So there's literally like just a bunch of bad guys that appear to be fighting each other. So
This guy seems most deadly. I'm gonna cast Fireball.
fire.
It only hits him.
Second fireball on this sucker. All right, he rolls a dex save, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, he fails.
Where are the explosions coming from?
Just one after the other. It's like a fireworks show in here. What kind of damage are we looking at here, Zerazer?
Something like that.
That's a lot of damage. So this thing, as you're watching Perrin, as this thing climbs up the wall and is standing over you, towering, just glowing with rage, seems to be just imminent that this thing is going to just end you. And you see yet another fireball as you feel the heat brush past you as another fireball explodes, leaving this thing barely standing. Why won't you all die? At this point, some things happen. I need you all to make a wisdom save. Dreali, not bad, not bad, not bad. Perrin, not bad. Oh, Jeff.
Bad.
I'm just in too much pain to be affected by whatever this is.
Apparently, this thing lets out this awful, just soul-wrenching scream. And as it does, Jeff, you are terrified, but in the formal sense at this point. So you
Glad we made it official.
right, you now have to move as far away from that thing as you can. You're already as far away from that thing as you can possibly get. Take it for what you will at that point.
I keep doing what I was doing.
Yep, that's pretty much it. All right. Okay, that was anticlimactic. And moving on through the turn order, we have Rudy.
I think
What about
we
Sam?
skipped Sam.
We did skip Sam. I'm glad. Why is he not in the turn order? All right, you're right. Sam also is trying to get away from things. Sam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.
Wait, he made against the wisdom save?
Ooh, that's a good question.
He was not. Oh, he was in the range. Never mind. You're
I
right.
feel like he's just so broken up that he would just.
He fails.
Yep.
Never
He
mind.
failed.
Just to the corner with
He
him.
moves to the corner. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I'm glad y'all caught that. All right, moving on.
You have to be brave.
No, I can't be brave. I can't do it. I can't do it. And he runs away as far as he can. And that is his turn. Now it's Rudy's turn. Rudy is going to risk it for the biscuits and double move instead of disengage.
I crit.
You sure do. How much do you do with your crits?
I don't know why it's
8 damage.
No, it's not. Well, okay, so it should be 2d8 plus my piercing, so 11 damage total.
11.
I don't get. Yeah, I don't get favored foe because it's not on my turn. So 11
It's exactly
damage.
11.
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
He steps forward, trying to brush the dagger out of his shoulder, and as he does, it gives me just the leverage I need to pull my left arm back, slash with the rapier, and I catch just underneath the apparatus. He turns to try and protect it, and then I slash up, cutting the tendon on his bicep, so his arm just falls limp to his side, and blood starts pouring out from it as he falls down in pain, bleeding out on the ground.
Even more dramatic than that, Rudy falls down the stairs and falls to the bottom of the stairs here. You are not out of combat, by the way.
No, we still have to deal with the closets and
Yes.
the ghost. And
Now,
this.
that said, it is now your turn, Dreali, so what do you do?
I guess I will. Let's see. So I have a 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I move to there. Then I'm going to move to here. And I'm going to attack the
The closet?
closet with my first attack.
Go for it.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
It gets 11 piercing damage plus
It drops.
sneak it. Okay, it drops plus yeah. It would have gotten sneak attack. It matters because it means I won't be able to use sneak attack on my next one. And then step around to here, bonus action with my dagger. To try and hit. Only a 10.
The 10 will miss.
I don't know if it. Okay, swing with my dagger, and I don't quite make contact. Oh wait, no,
Cool.
I'm sorry. I couldn't even do that because I bonus action to dash.
So you, yep.
So in that case, I end here, and I should have like 2 more squares of movement. So I'll just step back for a moment.
Okay. Perrin. There's something in front of you.
Yeah.
It doesn't look happy, but it also doesn't look very alive either.
That's cool. That's cool. I would like to bonus action. Hunters mark him. Whip out that rapier. Boop, boo, and attack.
Go for it. Unfortunately, an 11 does not hit him.
Sadness. I attack again.
There you go. The 18 will do the trick.
Huzzah.
Roll that damage.
Boo, boo, boo. D8 plus 4 plus 2, D4 plus Hunter's Mark. D6. Yes. Pow. 5 of that is radiant.
That will do the trick. As you plunge your rapier into this thing as it's about to just end you, you see all of that light, all of that necrotic light, almost like flames and mist, seeping out of this thing as it lets out one, and it just like it breaks apart and then falls to the ground and turns into dust, and it is destroyed.
Woohoo!
Well done. Very good on that part. That is your turn, I believe, unless you want to move.
Nope. That's it.
Jeff. Nope.
All right.
Quasit. Sorry. Quasit's turn.
Yep.
Quasit attacks the ghost.
Aha.
Team Quasit. Woo.
Quasit hits. 4. And this ghost takes 5 damage. It is barely unalive. I don't know how to phrase that. Jeff.
All right. Jeff,
You are no longer terrified of the thing. You, generally speaking, you are terrified.
he expends all of his movement attempting to run into the corner, and then vanishes and reappears there against his will. He seems terrified about this. And immediately thereafter, the Quasit needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay, it needs to make a wisdom save.
Yes.
All right.
Has the Quasit taken damage?
No.
Okay.
Cool. It does an 8 make?
Nope.
Okay.
Takes 11.
It dies. It dies. And
Oh my gosh, the ghost is pulling it towards me. Or it's pulling me towards it.
yes, there you go.
That's turn.
Okay. Past turn is 0-0. Sorry, I need to keep track of that. There's a ghost.
Over here, shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay, shoot a firebolt at it. I'm gonna say you hit.
Bye, ghost.
Are you sure?
It just maybe just a little bit.
Jeez. Holy crap.
And a third fireball goes off.
Oh my gosh.
Still more damage than my fireball.
What's funny is a
And
lot of people play with like you just double the damage from the dice, and if you had done that, you would have actually hit a 40 on that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you full on just
Crap.
you send this fireball, and you guys, you were like, oh my gosh, is that gonna explode? And it seems
It
to
does.
just engulf the ghost as you just hear.
Do I take any damage from being too close to that intense heat?
Nope, but you were like, okay, that cat can do some damage. Anyway.
I instinctually fall backwards onto my rear end.
All right, I like it. I like it. All right. Well, with all of that now out of the way, what do y'all do?
I'm gonna run over and grab the apparatus.
You're gonna grab the
And-
apparatus.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh boy. Oof. Do we need to go to one-on-one chat?
1 second. Let me see what you rolled.
A 4.
You rolled a 4. Yeah, come.
You rolled a 2,
Well, I don't know if we need to do one-on-one chat. You attempt to grab it, and as you do, you notice that a light from the apparatus begins to seep. It seems to seep between you and the corpse. Well, not corpse, but the body of Rudy. And as this happens, there's this transfer, and you lose control of yourself for a moment. You do grab the apparatus, but I'm gonna just whisper something to you real quick.
Does Jeff see any of this with his passive perception?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see
Are
the
we in-
light like linking.
Are we in turn order?
Probably a good idea to stay there.
We can be, yes. Hold on. I'm trying to...
I'd like to take an action. Let me know when I can do that.
Okay, I'm just trying to whisper. I don't know what's up with Roll20 tonight. It's not letting... It's only letting me whisper to the thing that I already killed, which is really
Hold
weird.
up. I'll just go to one-on-one chat with me
Okay,
and
that'll work.
You want me to move you over so you don't have to switch
No,
tabs?
I got it.
Okay.
Alright. Alright. Alright.
Alright.
So, as this happens, you feel you lose not consciousness. You, Dreali, are still aware of what you are doing. You have absolutely no control over it as you hear a voice in your head say, I have one more trick up my sleeve. And
Get out of my head, you sick monster.
oh, you entered into my territory. So you don't get to make demands. Now, take the apparatus and place it into the device. And you feel compelled.
I assume I instinctually know which device.
Yes, it's the one by the portal, the one that seems to be
Okay.
spewing electricity.
Now, just so I'm aware, am I going to be doing this like? I assume he's controlling me right now.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna play it as if it is Rudy controlling me to try and stay convincingly as if it is Dreali and not Rudy.
Correct. And
Okay.
oh, hi, John. No, never
John's
mind.
not in here.
John's not in here. Okay, cool. I thought I saw him for a second. Okay, so you are trying to convince everybody that you're Dreali, and also at the same time put the device into this machine.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds
Go back.
good.
Yep, let's go back. All right. So, as
All right.
this...
You guys see me flinch as I grab it, tighten my eyes, exhale deeply. Why did that shock me? Ouch! Shake my hand and hold up the apparatus to you guys. I think we found the source of our problems.
Insight.
Meep. I will.
Jordan.
well, actually, I
player-
need to... One second. I need to roll a thing.
Um,
You are convinced that he's telling the truth.
Well, yeah.
Is he
He's-
convinced
is
that
he
I'm telling the
convi-
truth, or he
is-
just can't tell if I'm lying?
So I
he's
saw
convinced
a
that you're
little
being...
light
He's
past the thing. I'm curious as to whether I believe that something is wrong with him.
You do not currently believe something is wrong.
Okay.
Oh, can I roll insight as well?
You can.
Huzzah!
You currently do not think anything's wrong.
Oh,
Holy crap.
Yeah.
bummer.
It's like I'm telling the truth.
What? No way!
I mean,
Everyone's kind of like looking at him like...
all over persuasion roll what I've had to get to to make you still be questioning it.
I mean, you touched the soul thingy, there was a spark, and then you went, it zapped me.
It did. It shocked me.
All right.
Press F to X to go.
All right.
Um,
Are we keeping this in?
Are we still in turn order, or can I just?
I
Can we
don't
just
have
like
a
roll
reason
one?
to turn order anymore. Can we get rid of the
Okay.
ghost?
Yeah, the ghost is dead. You're right.
Okay,
Cool.
so I hold up the apparatus. I think that this is the device that he was using to capture all the souls. No.
We all stare at you. Yeah, that was the one.
Okay, so then, Sam, if you want any chance of your parents getting back, we're going to have to reverse the process.
Sam looks at you and goes, Do you think that will work?
It's worth a shot. Do you want to see the people in the picture, or do you just want to handle the
I
broken picture
don't
frame?
know, because, like, what if we do something and things get much worse?
How much worse can it really get? And I
Uh,
start walking over.
Sam is like, it could be, I don't know how much worse it could be, but I don't know what that thing does, and I've seen it do some pretty terrible things before. So, just...
Is there a slot here that it can be put into?
Yes, yeah, actually there is.
Oh,
All right.
such a good idea.
What?
No, nothing. Carry on.
Such a great...
I put the apparatus into its slot.
All right. You place the apparatus into its slot.
And as I do so, I just...
Can I roll
I-
to see if I understand if that will do anything?
You roll Arcana or... Yeah, roll Arcana.
I think that also, Jeff, as I'm about to place it there, you're going to just see,
Nothing.
like, you're
No
just
idea.
going to see a smirk on my face as I'm doing it.
I
Like,
cast
you'd probably
sleep.
be... Would you say that's fair, Jordan? I
That
feel like there would be a
as,
smirk appearing right about now.
Not with... No, there wouldn't.
Really? Okay.
Nope.
I don't cast sleep.
Nope.
Okay. Never mind. All right. I placed the apparatus.
Yeah. All right, you place the apparatus in, and as you do, the light fades out of the apparatus and into the machine. You hear some clicking and whirring, and then you see the portal light up very dramatically, and as you see this, this bolt of light shoots straight out through Dreali. It comes out of the portal, shoots straight through Dreali.
Do I need to make a dex save or anything?
Nope. There's really no
Okay.
way to avoid this one. And
Alright.
as it does, Dreali, you get knocked back about 5 or 10 feet. So we're gonna knock you back to here. Whoa, that was weird. All right. And you get knocked back.
I assume prone.
You are prone, yes. And then the light flies straight over to Rudy, which Rudy now stands up, and says, "You underestimated me."
Frowny face.
Notice doesn't seem to be any immediate threat right now, but he just says, "You underestimated me."
What's happening with me right now? Like, did I take damage from that? Am I just knocked
No,
prone?
you're just knocked prone. You're just on the ground.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. I lost internet for a minute there.
That's fine.
Oh, what happened?
So a light flew out of the
went through him.
what?
I
The
got
light went
ray
through
of
him?
light went through Dreali.
Went and it ended up hitting
think it curved.
Rudy. Yeah, it curved and hit Rudy, and Rudy stood up and said, "You underestimated me."
Not really. I thought you'd win the whole time.
He kind of glares at you. Well, I suppose there's no use in hiding it from you now. You see, I've been lost in this forsaken land for as long as I can. Well, I won't say as long as I can remember, but as long as this version of me has existed. It's complicated, really. I can't quite wrap my head around it. But I have memories. Memories of my past life. Memories of who I used to be. And I've been twisted and broken. And I'm separated from something. And it's been calling to me this whole time. Calling to me to feed it. And I've been hearing voices for so long telling me how to create these contraptions, create these devices that help me to learn, to gain this power, to build the apparatus and use it to my advantage. And so I have fed my desires, and finally, my desires have been satisfied. I feel the screaming and the aching that I felt for decades, nay, centuries perhaps, finally has disappeared.
I'm really happy for you. Let's all go our separate ways.
Oh. I think that would be wise. Unfortunately,
Yep. Oh.
you won't be able to escape me.
That's why I think we should just willingly let each other leave. As friends.
As I'm glad you don't want to cause any trouble.
No. No trouble.
But it is time that I finally ascended. It
Good-
is
good-
time
good
to
on you.
begin.
Team Sam Ascension. Or, not Sam, sorry.
Rudy.
Team Rudy Ascension.
Rudy looks and says, "It is time for us to begin the Great Ascension."
You.
Yes. and as he says this, his eyes begin to glow green, and you start to see as he's glowing green, he becomes almost translucent for a moment, and his mind, you can see his brain for a moment, just sitting in the shallow silhouette of his body. There is a brain sitting there, and all of you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Do I need to make this saving throw
Yep.
now?
Yep, you do.
Okay, am I back to normal?
Yeah, you're back to Dreali. Okay, Dreali.
Okay. Jeff got higher.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but Jeff deserves it.
Okay.
Also, I really wish you had actually tried to use sleep, because I'm immune to being put to sleep magically.
Oh,
Fine.
that's right. All right. Zerazur and Perrin, you find yourselves distant, desolate. You feel as though everything in the room suddenly disappears and you're only left in the dark.
Oh,
And distantly you hear screams and then you hear whispers, and the whispers become louder. Voices that are saying, "It's over, it's over. You've doomed us all. We're all going to die. Our fate is sealed." Some very doom and gloom comments coming from the ethereal, and you are just left alone. It begins to get to you. Your mind begins to melt from all of this insanity, and finally you hear a voice that sounds almost like an adult version of Rudy, but it almost sounds computerized. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it looks, or it doesn't look at you. It speaks into your mind. "You have given me exactly what I needed. You've given me everything I have ever hoped for. And now that I can be made whole again, I shall ascend." You and so Perrin and Zerazur, for the time being, you are incapacitated, and you both take 12 psychic damage.
Well, that's me.
All right, well now you're really incapacitated. Zerazur, how does that deal with you?
I do not feel too good.
Okay. You're also incapacitated, so you're not going to do anything right now anyway.
Yeah.
And Sam looks over and turns and sees him glowing with green light and is like, "This dude killed my parents. I am not about to let this go," and runs up to him and attempts to stab him.
Ooh. Is this starting initiative order?
No, it's
Okay.
ending it. He goes to stab him. He crit fails. And as he swings, Rudy grabs his hand and says, "That was your last mistake, boy." And with that, a blast of light appears. Those who are still looking, you turn your eyes as this bright light and this whirring sound begins as the machines all start to pick up. The light in the middle of the room begins to get brighter, and with a flash of light, you watch as Rudy kind of transcends into this. He kind of moves into this light. He becomes a part of this light, and he disappears. You see this light kind of move back into the portal this direction, and it appears that Sam also disappears as well, and they both disappear into the portal.
There's a moment of silence, and Jeff looks around and goes, "I mean, it could have gone worse."
I am going to slowly sit up, go over to Perrin, try and shake him awake. I'm going to make a medicine check to see if I can help him.
Okay.
Nope.
You don't help him.
Jeff comes over and tries.
Perrin,
I'll
why don't
move
you go
over.
ahead and give me
Yeah.
a death saving throw real quick.
Yeah, you got it, boss. How do I do that?
You roll a d20 and you GR it so that nobody else can see it.
BR. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to move over to Zerazur
Okay.
and also make a medicine check to see how he's doing.
Zerazur is stable.
Okay. The cat's
Um,
breathing. The cat is breathing.
Jeff, do you try to make a medicine check as well?
Yes, I get a 10.
Okay. He does not appear to be stabilized.
I thought a 10 stabilized.
Oh, it does a 10 stabilize? Okay, my bad.
I think so.
That's okay. Sure. 10 stabilizes. Anyway, Perrin stabilized. Cool. Good job. You kept Perrin from dying.
That would have been such an anticlimactic way for him to die.
That would be. He just
Don't worry,
just
guys. I
falls.
resist death. I can
Bleeds out
reroll.
during the cutscene.
He can just reroll. All right. So, Perrin and Zerazur are stable, but they're still incapacitated for a while. After a few minutes pass, Perrin and Zerazur, you both instantaneously kick awake, and you're just freaked out because you've just been sitting in this cold, dark, empty void, listening to this mad voice, this crazy voice telling you that they have got what they need and that they are going to ascend, and they keep talking about the Great Ascension.
Question.
Yeah.
Since I like dropped down, how much of that did I understand or like be conscious for?
So because actually you would probably it became more clear when you became closer to death.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You started feeling very close to the ethereal plane and to the plane of Mordant itself, and you started feeling more connected to Mordant and to the ethereal plane than you did to your own body for a while, and it was very intense, these voices that were speaking to you. But you also, because of that intensity, started to gain an understanding that while this thing sounded like Rudy, it existed in a plane similar to, but not exactly the same as Mordant. It's not Mordant, but it's similar to Mordant. So some creature exists in a nearby plane to Mordant. And that is the creature that was affecting you.
If you don't mind, I would like to walk down the steps and pick up the broken picture that I assume Sam had dropped.
Yeah.
And just like take the picture out of the frame, fold it up, and put it in a pocket.
That's absolutely fine.
I'm gonna cast some Cure Wounds on myself. You know, just in case there's another cutscene. I mean, fight.
Okay.
I must say, I still do not think we are perfectly safe here. I don't know when this portal is going to reopen and bring something through. There were people that were outside helping Rudy get down here, so there are likely enemies nearby.
I mean, I think we gotta get out of here. I think you're right. I mean, there can't be as scary as what we just fought.
I am not fit to move at the moment. I will need to rest. Unless you all feel capable of safely guiding us somewhere else.
I mean, I don't know about safe. I think this isn't a good place to stay.
If I may ask, could you come over here? If I start to act strange, hit me over the head really hard. Does somebody come over to me?
Yeah, I do it.
All right. And then I reach out to
And behind
the
you, peek over the side.
apparatus again to see if I can remove it from its spot.
Yes, you attempt to remove the apparatus, and as you do, you realize that you remove an empty apparatus that's no longer glowing green.
I look around. I assume at this moment I realize that like all of these souls and stuff are gone, or are they still there?
The light is still dimly lit over here, but you don't notice any orbs or anything like that were floating in it as they were before. Nothing like that.
Well, it seems to be empty, but I suggest we take it with us anyways. Is the portal closed now?
No, it's open.
Okay. We have a few options. We either rest here, we go back to the rest of the plane, rest there, or eventually we make our way through this portal. It seems to be our only real lead.
Can you remind me what our original request was from the Vhagest agency?
I think it was kind of vague.
Thought it was remove the darkness around town.
Yeah. We did it!
Yeah, the downside is I don't know necessarily. Actually, I guess we have a way to wander through the mist to get back to the Vhagest agency.
Jeff goes, wait a minute, guys. We removed the darkness! We saved the day!
All right, guys, can you give me like
Literally.
1 second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, all we have to do is go back to the Vhagest agency and we can all go home.
Yes, that is what is going to happen. I like your optimism. Now, the other option is that we aren't truly done, because Rudy was not killed. He just moved on to another plane. So perhaps
We were
you're right.
supposed to remove the darkness. He moved.
Hey,
It isn't-
Raleigh, can you
Yes.
explain what a plane is to me?
Well, so the way I understood it,
Wait, can I explain it?
Oh yes, if you understand this well, then please, I am by no means an expert.
So a plane is going to be the set of points that could be made by two vectors that are not parallel. By the combination of two vectors that are not parallel.
Never mind. Let me
Jeff
explain.
looks. Wait. Jeff looks at Sarah like he's an idiot and goes, "That's not what a plane is, you idiot. A plane is a vehicle that flies in the sky."
I just
Aaron
turn and
is
look at him
visibly
like,
confused.
what?
No, what? You're both
Why?
insane.
Guy?
I
Okay.
don't even know what a vector is.
All right.
A
What- so-
plane. You see, I am from a plane called
What?
the. We call it the Underdark. It's a series of like underground tunnels that connect different worlds and different
How does it
realities
fly
together.
underground?
I don't really know. But that's just kind of how things work. It's basically different aspects of reality that are like not actually connected physically to one another. So I would say that like moving across the mists counts as different planes because like you could walk around um in Mordant here, but I don't know that you'd ever actually find the Vague Agency, even though they kind of exist in the same realm but not really connected. And wandering through the mists is like transcending to a different plane. I think that's what this portal did. He got into a different plane. So it's like a thing, but it's not really here.
I
Does that
like
make
how you,
sense?
I like how
Ah.
your accent occasionally pops out during long explanations, specifically on longer words,
Yeah. That's all
like
right.
reality and different.
All right.
Uh,
Let's
What are you talking about?
let's I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, so let us move on. What is your next move here?
Are there still
re-
people right outside?
You don't know. We haven't looked out there.
I relate to the group that when I was unconscious or whatever, I heard a voice that sounded like Rudy's, but seemed to be like a different being. And I say that it kind of felt like I was closer to a different plane.
Did it
Having
feel like
heard his.
darkness?
Yeah, everything
Is
was
it
dark.
still here?
I am no longer there.
Good. We got rid of the darkness in the town. We can go back to the Vague Agency.
It feels like a job half done. I do not like leaving jobs incomplete.
A job half done, better than a job not done.
What about Sam, Jeff? How can you just leave him be?
I think that's really sad, and I want Sam to be okay. But look, there's nothing we can do to help. For all we know, the portal doesn't even work anymore.
Have you tested it?
No, I hate to say it, but I kind of agree with Jeff on this one. The kid, yeah, it's rough that he got taken, but there's not a ton that we can do about it, and it's not exactly part of the task that we were given.
Oh, so we just do whatever we're told now, I guess.
You're hired for a job, you do the job.
And then you report back and you go home. So let's go back to the Vague Agency so we can all go home.
All right.
Was that the deal?
I-
Was that what happened when we finished? We get to go home?
I don't think that deal
I
was
don't.
quite
I don't
struck.
think that was guaranteed.
Nope. I don't think that's how that worked.
No, and
What was
but
the reward for doing the job then?
More jobs.
I don't know if I want to do more jobs.
That's why.
look, we're
that's why we
basically
could
slaves of the
figure out
Vague
if-
Agency.
That's why we could. That's why I'm not terribly concerned if we get back on time.
No, we're basically slaves of this Vague Agency.
Yeah,
I hate to
so-
say it.
We could do whatever we want. What are they gonna do?
Fire us? That'd be
Yay.
something.
Oh.
Oh no, send me home. Don't do it, please.
So
Well-
I think we could figure out if this portal opens again.
Fine. Do you want to jump through now or just hang out here for a bit first?
Can I study it? Even though my Arcana rolls have been absolutely terrible.
Here, let me
if you
help
want to do, you can do Arcana, or you
Can I
do,
assist him with his Arcana?
Yeah,
check?
or you can even do just general. Yeah, that or religion. Either one of those will work.
Alright.
Okay.
Never
I
mind.
think you know what to discern from that. Cool.
Yep.
Yep.
Zerzer, I will give you advantage on your Arcana roll by assisting.
I mean, if you want advantage on that, sure. All right.
So,
With an
There's
18,
18.
you definitely gain that this portal does connect to some degree to another plane. You can pretty well gather that. However, you're not entirely certain that material things can pass through it. In other words, you're not sure if something physical could actually make it through the portal. You're pretty sure, though, at least some kind of ethereal type thing could. It's basically something that can transport very particular things.
Hey, who wants to die so they can go through the portal?
I mean, I think Sam might. Never mind.
Rough. You think that they have to be dead to pass through here?
Oh, it doesn't seem like they could be, what was the word you used?
Physical material?
Physical material?
Well,
Unless
and
you don't have
perhaps-
another way to become ethereal.
I had a mentor once who was capable of doing such magic to turn herself into an ethereal mist, allowed her to pass through walls and to find targets who were hiding. It was quite useful, but it seems that for us and our group, we may be at a dead end here. I agree with Jeff. I think we return back to the Vhagest agency and we report what we have. If they want to send us back here, they send us back here, but at least we can get a safe night's sleep there.
Look, at the place I was working once, all the people in our company decided they were going to go on strike and they weren't going to work anymore. And then the company gave in to some of their demands. Now, at the time, I was against it. I thought, a good upstanding citizen shouldn't act like that. But maybe if we try that with the Vhagest agency, we might get some leverage. Just show up and tell him we're not going to do any more jobs unless he tells us when we can go home.
There's very little I can actually do here, so if you're waiting on me...
I'm not.
Yeah. I'm just
right.
waiting on y'all to decide what you're doing.
Okay, so if everyone's cool with it, I think we're going back to the Vhagest agency, or do you, Perrin and Zerazur want to investigate further here?
Perrin's gonna attempt to step through the portal,
What?
right?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Does it
Perrin.
shouldn't do anything?
Perrin, you attempt
You
to
should do
step through the portal. What
Yeah.
part of your body do you stick in first?
My left foot.
You stick your left foot in, and
Okay,
as
left
you
foot
do, yeah, this is the hokey pokey, but with undeath. All right, we're doing the undead hokey pokey. So you stick your left foot in, and as you do, you feel yourself collapse to the ground, and you feel briefly like you're back in that place you were in again. And as you fall backwards out of the portal, your foot leaves, and you return to consciousness. You are prone, by the way.
While on the ground, I tell them, the bad place is right through here.
It seems that he does not want you to join
The
us.
bad place.
I like the Vhagest agency better. Let's go. Jeff starts walking away from the portal.
Perrin, we have the key to come back here. If we find a way to get through the portal, we can just return.
Why would you want to go through the portal? He said it's the bad place.
The issue
I ignore
isn't
him.
going through; it's finding where you are after. It
This
feels like
sounds like a spiritual guidance. It's not about entering, it's about finding your way, man. Anyway, all right, yeah.
You just feel lost.
Well,
I agree that regrouping at the Vhagest agency makes the most sense.
good. Well then,
Maybe
I
they'll send someone
suppose-
else on an adventure.
Zerazur, perhaps, do you think that you could take a look around up above, make sure that there's no prying eyes watching for us?
All right.
I do not feel quite up to it myself.
All right. Zerazur, do you go up there and check out?
Yep.
Okay. Zerazur, you get up to the top. The door is closed, as you might recall, because somebody named Rudy closed it behind himself. However, you push it with your, you boop it with your snoop, and as you do, it opens. As it opens and it creaks, it creaks open. You get up there, and there are about a dozen children sitting on the ground. A couple of them lying down, just kind of like, some of them like in shock, and some of them are like moaning, holding their stomachs, and they're just like, "Oh, what happened? What's going on?" There's a cat. Hello, cat. Oh my goodness. Okay, there goes my cat. Anyway,
Oh, I thought that was a
What
plane.
about me?
oh, there's my cat. Yeah, no, my cat actually jumped on me. All right, so, they kind of look around. They're like, "Oh, what happened? What's going on? Oh, I don't feel so good. I'm thinking I'm gonna
Yeah, you
throw
better
up."
not.
And a few of them, begin to throw up elsewhere. So, take that information for what you will.
I guess the rest of us come up shortly after, or do you tell us that it's safe to come up, or what?
Yeah, I'd say they're just some.
Just some random
Kids
kids. That doesn't mean the same thing anymore as it used to before you got to Mordant, does it?
Wait, there are children up there? I go for my sword again.
I don't think they'll harm you.
Not if I harm them
I
first.
say it with a tone of disgust.
Oh my god.
Oh, you mean that these are actual normal children?
These aren't. Were these the children that were in his group?
Yeah, you notice a few of them being in his group.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell they've woken up.
Ah, his influence has left his plane.
Yeah.
Good. Then in that case, I sheathe my sword. And I start climbing the ladder.
I don't think that excuses what they've done, but.
No, no. In fact, I think that there is a just punishment coming their way. Children.
Please don't burn.
I come out of the hole.
I come out as well.
Okay.
I imagine that you are all wondering why you are here, why you appear to be feeling sick, where your parents are, all that, right?
Did you murder our families?
No, you see, we
Don't worry,
actually
Joey, I got
helped.
this. My friends and I, we fought the evil darkness, and we defeated Rudy, and everything's gonna be okay now because we saved the day.
You killed
welcome.
Rudy?
Rudy was the one that was in charge of the pact with Satan that you made, and was the reason that you killed all of your parents.
We killed our parents?
You did.
No.
What?
With your own hands.
No. Hey,
What are
hey,
you
the evil
talking
demon
about?
killed your parents with your own hands. It wasn't you, so it's not
What?
as bad.
Where did the
You made a deal with the devil.
We made what? I don't
And you
remember
killed
this.
your parents.
We killed their. They all
I
just
think-
begin
okay.
bawling their eyes out. They're
Okay,
like incoherent at this point. They're like sobbing. They're on the ground. Some of
Everyone.
them are holding each other. There it is. Roll persuasion if you hope to ever bring any amount of semblance
Oh no,
of
I was trying to make
non-chaos to
them
this.
upset.
Yep, success.
And Jeff says, everyone, we need to take like a 1950s, 1960s Germany approach here and just focus on the future. Don't look back.
The kids don't even hear you. They're just like still sobbing, and they're like,
Alright.
somehow that makes it worse. Like it's not helping.
I
Nothing
think
you
the
say
job
is
is
helping.
done here. Perhaps we walk away, somebody tosses a sleep spell back at them, and then we keep moving.
Jeff goes, but didn't you say there was gonna be some sort of punishment?
Oh yeah, look at them. They're horrified.
Oh, I thought we were trying to help.
Yeah, that does help. They'll grow from it.
Okay.
That's so sad.
That's- Make sure they understand they murdered their parents. Builds character. That's just what an interesting mindset you have, Dreali.
What part of lawful evil don't you get?
That's as lawful evil as it gets right there. Make sure they understand they murdered their parents. That's how they grow. That's how society is built. Oh man.
And Jeff is a lawful neutral coward, so he sees this as, oh well, at least someone's making rules.
Well, children, enjoy trying not to starve. I don't know where you've been getting your food for the last several months after after your parents all died.
Murdered months. What are you talking about?
Oh, their bodies are rotting and like destroyed by now, I think.
We've been out
Anyways.
for months. How does that happen? Some kid
I
goes
guess
down
you-
and he's got like 3 tattoos, and he's like, "Where did these come from? What is
Look
going
at this guy.
on?"
Last time this kid was awake, he didn't even have armpit hair. Now he's got at least 3. Anyways, we have to leave. So long, children.
Why don't we take some with them? Sam was pretty good with a knife. They could be useful.
Take some with the. No, we have enough food where we're going.
No, not as food. They can hunt and bring us food.
Oh, like slaves?
No, like
I'm fine with that.
Enslaving the children, the orphan
we're
children.
teaching them. They're our students.
Mortem, the plane of
Unpaid
orphans. Oh my god.
Teaching students. Who has time for that?
Oh,
That's
my
for
word.
retired people.
I think we should take a vote. Do it the old American way. Who's
I don't
with
know
me?
what that means.
It means that it's upright and just and good.
Perrin wants to take them back to their village and try to get them a good
Actually?
night's sleep.
Aaron, I think that you're onto something. We do need to take them back to the village so that they can at least have a chance at surviving.
Okay.
Come on, kid. We're going back to the village.
All right. So, just
They
to
all-
summarize,
They all start
Yeah.
wandering back to the village with you guys. You make
Do they
it
go like
to.
single file, like hands behind their back? There's in a cave.
in a
No,
cave.
it's single file, but they keep walking. They keep high stepping and throwing their hands up. No, okay. Anyway, as they're walking back into town, things feel different than they did. There is definitely a loneliness about the town.
as we get closer, I'm gonna look at the group. I'm going to go make sure that things are safe where we're going. So I'm going to go ahead a little bit, and I
Where
take
are
off.
you going?
If no one is, I mean, actually, even if somebody does follow me, I'm just going straight to the house of the dead girl, and I'm going to go search through all the cabinets for alcohol remaining from her parents' cupboards.
All right.
I'm just
Wait,
gonna
the
start
girl did
ransacking the
die?
houses. Yeah, I'm just gonna start
Aw.
ransacking the houses for alcohol.
All right. Roll investigation.
Only a 9.
You find one small flask of liquor.
That's a good idea to confiscate that. You wouldn't want the children to get it.
This is truly a horrible town.
Uh,
I drink it immediately.
All right. Where are you guys taking these kids?
Was there ever like a church
No.
or like a chapel?
There's a graveyard.
Was there a schoolhouse?
There's a schoolhouse, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I take them.
All right, you take them to the schoolhouse. What do? They're all standing in the schoolhouse now.
Are there dead bodies there?
No.
Okay, good. In that case,
Ritual sacrifice. He says
I tell the
ritual
kids to
sacrifice.
wait
Oh, my
there,
word.
and I run into houses looking for like blankets and like sleep things,
Roll
and I try to,
Investigate.
set them up for night.
Yeah.
Perrin runs into a house that I'm flying through cupboards. Oh, good. Did you see any blankets? Yeah, blankets. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you see any alcohol?
Roll
Investigate.
investigates. There you go.
Yes. Kapow, 14.
Cool. You find several blankets, and a few pillows and things like that. You find some food that you think you can transport, some things you can use to transport it with, and anybody go with him to help him?
Kind of. Dreali is just looking for alcohol, but if he's told what Perrin's looking for, he will assist if he happens to come
All right.
across any.
Dreali and Perrin come back with enough blankets and pillows and things to help at least sleep a few of the kids. Anything else?
My plan is to tell them good night and then leave them forever.
Wow. So, about
Wow.
that vote for taking them with us, all in favor? Jeff raises his hand.
I glare at you.
Tell Jeff.
Zerazer?
We can't take them to the ethereal plane, Jeff.
The
just wanna
quote,
go home.
the quote of the entire campaign. We can't take the children to the ethereal plane, Jeff.
You can with a knife.
Oh dear. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Treoli. Oh, the dark humor is terrible. All right. So, nobody wants to take them with us, Jeff. So, unfortunately, you're outvoted.
Okay.
Oh my. Okay. So, what do y'all do? You have them in the school. They all have their blankets and pillows.
I guess we just go back to the that we all just go back to the Vague Agency, wander through the mist using the talisman, the talisman to get back there.
All right, as you all travel back, and Dreali seems to be traveling through a wind turbine. Y'all go back to the shack, and as the mist appears near the shack, you wander back into the mist. Wandering back into the mist, you hear a few things. You hear the sounds of Mordant begin to fade. And as they begin to fade, you end up walking into this deep mist. Things seem very strange. It's hard to navigate, but you continue to follow the talisman as it guides your minds. The talisman then takes you all the way back, and soon you, after several hours of walking, you start to see faint stars, and then distantly you see a doorway that you've seen before. On the front of it, it says Flintlock Flint Vague, the Vague Agency.
Well, don't just stand there and knock.
I don't bother knocking. I just open up the door.
After he opened it, I knock.
You knock and then you just open it?
No, he opens it, and then as we walk through, I knock on it.
Okay. So as you knock on it and you walk in, Flint is sitting there at his desk, very frazzled, it appears. He looks at you and says, "What have you done?"
We got rid of the darkness. It's not in Mordant anymore.
Oh, but it is in Mordant. It's everywhere, and it seems to be spreading.
You know, I think you're right. I think we were the wrong people for the job. I'm sorry we failed you. Send us home.
No,
Fire us.
No. You are too connected to this, and this is not my decision to make.
You know what? We all talked about it, and we agreed we're not going to take any more missions for you until you tell us when we're going home. Isn't that right, guys?
Is that how you feel about it?
I know I'm not doing anything else until I've had a nice big drink and a good night's sleep.
Drink, eh?
That sounds pretty nice.
He opens up his drawer. He pulls out a glass bottle that's rather tall and sets it on his desk. And he says, "There. Does that suffice?"
You have my attention.
And tell us when we're going home. That's the other thing Drelly meant to say.
Going home?
I'm drinking.
Well, here's what I'll tell you. You can choose to follow the next lead, and that will continue your journey, and hopefully, eventually, you'll figure out exactly what it is that's going on that is causing this ripple effect throughout the ethereal plane to drain the energy from all the planes, and that seems to be causing things to become unbalanced. You can seek the answers to that if you wish, or, alternatively, the Raven's Eye will guide you, if you wish, to go to a place which will give you answers as to when you can go home. But I'll warn you, you may not like the answers you find.
Neither of those options sound very good.
Well, this is called the Domains of Dread, so I don't exactly know what you were expecting me to tell you.
Drally, what do you have to say about that?
Oh, I have to say that you have a very good choice in your scotch, sir.
Perrin, what do you have to say about that?
He's, thank you.
Perrin asks for a drink.
I pour you one.
He says, "You don't have to do that," and he pulls out another glass bottle and sets it down on his desk.
I look at
All
Darzer.
right. We're going to
Darzer, please
stay.
tell me you don't drink.
Only milk.
And as you say that, you notice that there's a dish of milk in front of his desk, on the floor.
All right.
With
You
a
have
look of
my interest.
absolute just despair and dejection, Jeff just sits down and puts a hand out for
Oh
a
no.
drink.
He would like what Zerzer does. He knocks the milk over
He wants what?
and walks. Zerzer knocks the milk over and walks away.
Amazing.
Okay, so he's still being passive aggressive.
Mhm.
And so again, Flint hands Jeff a bottle. Here's what I'll tell you. I can tell you that our next lead has revealed that it seems whatever happened in Mordant seemed to affect more than just Mordant. There seems to be a collection of energy which is gravitating, if you will, towards the plane of Lemordia. Now, that may mean nothing to you since, you know,
No, it
Lemordia
means absolutely nothing
yeah,
to
it
me
means
right
nothing
now.
to you, any of you. But in this plane, this is a very volatile plane. It's prone to
hey,
some pretty dangerous things.
Look, you sound like you have this whole thing practiced. Could you tell us in the morning? We're exhausted.
Oh, about that. And as he's talking to you, you take one more sip, and you feel completely fine.
Hey, you took the buzz away. What is wrong with you? Oh, hey. The stab wound feels better. I
What stab wound?
appreciate that. Yes, I
Are
know.
we-
That's what I'm
Are
saying.
we long rested?
Yeah, you've just gotten a long rest. Congratulations.
I do go ahead and just immediately drink to catch back up to where I was.
You find that even though you're drinking, you never you get slightly buzzed, but you don't feel inebriated no matter how hard you try.
After a while, I look at him. I look at the bottle.
After the third bottle, you realize that's not going to happen.
This plane is disgusting.
Flint looks at you and says, "Oh, you don't even know the half of it." So, I'll leave the choice up to you. You can choose to go into Lemordia and seek out wherever this energy transfer has occurred, or you can go and seek answers to what happens if you try to go home.
Out of character, I feel like that's something we should all discuss like over Discord until the next or before the next session.
And that is absolutely fine.
I don't go home.
And we will pick that up in the next session of the Vhagest Clue.
Just while we're all together, does anyone have like a strong preference off the bat besides Jeff?
Out of character, I would like to pursue Lemordia to see where this energy transfer went.
Out of character, I think that makes more sense as well. In character, I pick the go home option.
No one said
Aaron
that you were
wants
actually going to
to
go home. Just
investigate,
to clarify.
Also,
Jeff
do we
is
by
Jeff
chance
is interpreting his
Yeah.
own way.
do we by chance level to 6?
Yes, this is definitely milestone. You level to 6. So, we're in between this today and next week, level to 6, and then consider what your options will be as far as going to Lemordia or going somewhere else.
Next week, I doubt I will make it.
You know what? Never mind. We're not going to do this
Thanksgiving.
next
Yeah,
week.
until whenever our
In
next
2
session
weeks,
is.
when we do our next session,
Yeah,
we will
but we
do
may
that.
have Brad's campaign then, if he finally.
It's entirely possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for joining me tonight for this. It was a lot of
That
fun.
was fun.
And we will pick this up in the next session. Thank you, guys.